Hello! Ah, sorry. Need to fix my seat. I am Josdra, and welcome back to Danganronpa 2. I'm actually pretty excited because it's a trial time. And I was told to expect a lot of things from this trial, so let's go. I'm probably gonna fail a lot, but who cares? This is an elevator. I see. This entire rock is an elevator. Once again. No, somebody's gonna say Among Us. Oh, Firewall, I wanted to speak to you about something. A few days ago, well, not a few days ago, just literally a few hours ago, I went to Danganronpa 1, and I found out that my save file was corrupted. So if I were to get back to the bad ending, I need to play through the whole game again. I'm trying to fix it. Also, yeah, I'm good. How are you?
However,
if he's gone this far and made something like this, I don't think he's playing around. Even so, we're going pretty deep. You're right. I heard an unnerving clattering sound inside my head. I'm alright. I soon realized it was the sound of my teeth. All I could do was purse my lips tightly so everyone else couldn't hear it. Also, I checked out the Kenobi show. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Made me feel like a kid again. What is with comebacks? There we were, listening to unpleasant roars as the elevator plunged deeper and deeper into the earth. Some time passed before the elevator finally finished descending. And then the elevator slowly opened.
welcome!
Pushed up. The Obi-Wan Kenobi show came out. How is it so? Yeah, it's good so far. This is the class field trip. How do you like it? It's a special place that will decide your fates. It could be because of time zones why I managed to watch it.
Why, you...
Tuh. What the hell is he thinking, locking us in a shitty looking place like this?
Don't fuck with me!
Are you fucking crazy? Don't mess with me, asshole. Complain all you want. I'm used to it by now. Come on, you're wasting your time and energy. Hurry up and take your seats where your names are written. It looks like everyone knows. Even if we try to resist, it won't change a thing. Just as Monokuma ordered, we walked toward the seats we had been assigned. From this point on, we need to find out who killed Byakuya. The ultimate affiliate progeny, Byakuya Togami. He was overly critical, arrogant, and condescending. But he also had a strong sense of responsibility. Also, I realized I was rewatching some of my old streams to check how they were going. I noticed that you were writing memes, but I couldn't really read some of them. That's why I missed on your memes, so I'm sorry. Confession? What is it? As we were panicking, he accepted his role as leader and tried his very best to keep us together. A guy like him got murdered. Are you on live chat or top chat? I alternate the two sometimes. That's why I have a second screen, so I can experience the latency and know when to think. But sometimes, not all the chats are saved. For example, when I was rewatching some of the streams, I noticed I missed the Walmart meme from Maxar. And I also missed the... This one called me a redditor. A person who did it. It was one of us. I can't believe it. There's no way I can't believe it. If it's really true. We need to find out by any means possible. Because that's our only option. There's no way for us to survive unless we sacrifice the killer. Was that your confession? So I joined Ragnar's anniversary stream under the name Nagato. So that was you! I shouldn't really be saying. It's up to Ragnar or Revna to reveal it. And so, this life-threatening trial billowing with hope and despair. Because Ragnar's and Revna's gimmick is that it's two people sharing one body. One is a I think it was a Oracle of Hell, and the other one is the what do you call it? A warrior of Odin. I'm not used to the Ragnar lore, alright? It's fine. It was your first time. Oh well, it's letting me save. The game already knows I'm gonna fail a lot. Okay, let's see the skills. How many skills can I equip? I can equip all the skills I bought. Okay. Boop. What's the difficulty setting? Yeah. That's about it? Yes.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial.
This is a class trial. Don't expect me to do a lot of voice acting today.
During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person...
Well, one of this... Mikan's autopsy, I was thinking about it. Mikan's autopsy said that, it must be something pretty thin, 5mm in diameter. We realized that one of the skewers was missing in the kitchen, right? And, we know it wasn't Peko, because you know how the game works. Let's see. The only one who actually spoke to us about the skewer missing was Teru Teru. And we were like, okay then, we believe you. Teru Teru seems like a good suspect, but it would be like out of left field, you know? Like he doesn't really have a motive. There's a possibility Teru Teru hid it. Because it was in the kitchen, right? And Teru Teru got to the location of the crime before everyone else. So he had plenty of time to prepare everything. But like I said, it's out of left field if it's Teru Teru, because it didn't look like he had a motive or anything. So the evidence point to Teru Teru, but I have doubts. They didn't kill Hifumi and we'll see.
I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island. Such a cruel rule.
Before we begin, I'd like to confirm one thing. Is there really a killer among us?
Most definitely. There's no doubt that the
Among
blackened
us.
is lurking among you.
Okay, Makoto. I mean Nagato.
Such a sad state of affairs,
Also,
isn't
that
it?
knife. No one else could have gotten a knife. The other person that looks tempting is... What's his name? Fuyuhiko? I forgot his name. The baby-faced... The baby-faced, Yakuza guy.
By the way, this class trial is gonna be 100% fair, so there's no need to worry. I'm the type who hates favoritism and prejudice. Well, not as much as I hate Monami, of course.
You hate me that much?
Now, let's begin.
You're telling us to begin, but what are we supposed to do?
Do I sound like that?
No complaining, let's just settle this with our fists.
Were you even listening to the rules?
Also, they still have the clicking... The sucking mechanic.
Didn't that Byakuya bastard get killed in the dining hall? Huh? Then everyone there is a fucking suspect.
The absorb bullet. I hate absorb bullet.
Yeah, what you're really trying to say is that you're not the killer, right?
No shit. You guys went off on your own and started killing each other. This has nothing to do with me.
Huh? What does that mean?
Anyway, why don't we try talking about the most pressing issue on our minds?
Also, I found out Nagato and Makoto not only has the same voice actor in English, they also have the same voice actor in Japanese.
Huh. The most pressing issue on our minds?
You do sound like that if you do sound like that, if not a bit higher pitched.
Where we found the body. It's very strange to find a body underneath a table.
Now I understand why a lot of people think that when I do that voice, it's impossible because of how kind of deep my voice is IRL. Like, you could hear me, I'm using my natural voice.
Then, let's start with that mystery.
The reason why Byakuya was discovered under the dining hall table was... Maybe that's an intentional casting choice. Yeah. We can start with that, but ultimately we need to find out who murdered him. If we can't do that... Also, my friend who got me into the series told me that Hangman's Gambit sucks in this game. I don't know. No, thinking about if is a waste of time. We need to do this no matter what. So the class trial is finally about to get started. From this point on, I will provide simple tutorials at every important moment. I'm sorry, but please excuse my ear-tenting rudeness. As things progress during each class trial, we will engage in a number of non-stop debate. I mean, I enjoyed Hangman's Gambit in Danganronpa 1. During these... And when I said that to my friend... Oh, okay, I can skip this. According to my friend, I'm one of the few people who they know actually enjoys Hangman's Gambit. Not any breaks. It's up to you to reveal lies or mistakes contained with... Okay, I'll skip this. Truth bullets, blah blah blah. True cylinder. Mouse, same controls. Pay close attention to each statement, blah blah blah. Note if you run out, you automatically fail, so... Oh. Press the escape key during arguments. So I lose lives if I let it run now. Because back in Danganronpa 1, I let the game run so I could hear everyone's statements, and then that's when I pick my thing. Okay. Make your argument. That's... Oh, crap.
Why was Byakuya's body in a place like that?
His body was underneath the table at the very back of the dining hall.
After the killer murdered Byakuya,
Oh, okay.
They probably moved the body there.
Huh? Why?
Okay.
Obviously by hiding the body.
Oh,
They
it's
tried to delay its discovery! Like a dog burying a bone!
oh, that was strange. It clearly contradicts the information. Okay. But the bloodstain, they can't move the body if the bloodstain's there, so...
Why was Byakuya's body in a place like that?
His body was underneath the table.
They can't
The
move
very
it
back of
because
the
there's
dining
bloodstain.
After the killer murdered Byakuya, they probably moved the body there. No, that's wrong.
I'm not used to Hajime's slightly deeper voice.
No, I don't think the killer moved the body.
Uh-huh.
Huh? Why? Try to remember what the body looked like when we found it under the table.
It was the bloodstain.
Though there was a lot of blood everywhere, there was no sign the killer actually dragged the body through it.
So
But the-
that's why
but the
you
table
think
sheet.
it's impossible that the killer moved the body.
Oops.
And here I thought I had a genius idea.
You're a mechanic, not a lawyer or detective, so...
Too bad you're so stupid and boring and unpopular. Your life is meaningless.
I respond better to praise, you know.
Hiyoko.
But if the killer didn't move the body, why was it under the table?
Byakuya was probably killed under the table.
What? You think he was killed under the table?
Yeah.
So Byakuya snuck under the table for reasons unknown, and that's when he was killed.
Also, Hajime is gonna whimper for some reason for the first two trials. Oh.
Then, shortly thereafter, we found his body under the table.
Like I said, I'm gonna try to fix Danganronpa 1's save files so I can get to the bad ending.
That does make sense, but why did he go under the table?
Night vision going.
Obviously, he was hiding so he could surprise us. That dude was always a big jokester.
Yes, guy under the table. What's not under the table, no need to keep repeating.
The hell he was? You seriously couldn't tell what kind of person he was?
Maybe he panicked during the blackout and dove under the table.
It's a blackout, not an earthquake. Just because the power went out doesn't mean you dive under the table.
You could. And comment over it. Ah.
The reason why is probably connected to
I
what
probably won't
Byakuya
comment.
was doing during
I'll
the
watch
party.
it and then
Don't you think?
I'll comment on it next Danganronpa video. The reason why Byakuya dove under the table is connected to what... Is it because he's... I mean, the only thing under the table was the knife, right?
I can prove it with this. It probably has something to do with the knife. we
Wait,
found
I
under
just
the
noticed
table.
something about... Oh, press tab. I just noticed something about, Hajime's eyes. They're a no sign.
Knife? Oh, you mean that thing that obviously screams, "I am the murder weapon"?
Yeah, but Mikan's account said
Byakuya
it wasn't.
probably noticed the knife was hidden there. So in order to get it, he moved under the table.
And we could... Huh.
He was particularly sensitive to the presence of dangerous items, so I cannot deny that possibility.
But according to Mikan, that's not the murder weapon.
But how did he notice that there was a knife under the table?
He had night vision goggles. That's what the case was for. Like the smaller
If
case.
he knew beforehand, he probably would have done something about it before the blackout, right?
Did you just say never mind? Are you talking about Sonia? Do you think it's Sonia?
Then, Instead of knowing about it beforehand, maybe he saw it right at that moment.
Uh-huh. I heard.
Like, for example, he might have seen someone trying to take the knife out from under the table.
No, that's not possible.
What? You seem rather confident about that.
Of course. I have proof to back me up.
This is almost like a real trial!
I still think you're secretly Junko. I don't know. Proving the previous statement, there was only one weak spot. I think Chiaki did play the manga. But from this point on, there will be various weak points standing in your way. A lie or contradiction in the debate at a time. Means weak points. If you shoot a weak point with a truth bullet, you will fail to, and your influence gauge will take damage. At 0, you will fail. But every time I fail, I can just retry again, so it doesn't matter. Logic. Concentrate. Okay, it's the same buttons. Blah 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 blah. Hook, escape key. Okay, let's listen to everyone first before I make my decision. It's probably night vision goggles, but let's see. Yeah, it's probably night vision goggles, but we'll see.
I'm sure Byakuya ducked under the table during the blackout.
Yes.
That sounds correct.
If that's the case... During the blackout, Mr. Ham Hands
Sam?
must have seen the killer take the knife.
It's
But
weird.
it was super pitch black! It was so dark I couldn't see my food! Byakuya couldn't see in the dark either.
Wait, that looks like it.
I doubt he could have seen the killer.
Missed. Okay. I know what I need to press.
I'm sure Byakuya ducked during the black.
That sounds correct. If that's the case, during the blackout, must have seen the killer.
But it was super. It was so dark. Byakuya couldn't see in the dark either.
No, that's wrong.
Since the mastermind's identity is unknown, I'm just referring to them as Sam.
No, Byakuya was
Sam
probably the only
Rodriguez?
one who was able to see in the dark.
Why do you say that?
At night vision
If
goggles.
he was using those night vision goggles we found under the table, he could have seen what was happening.
Uh-huh.
So, are you saying Byakuya was the one who used those night vision goggles?
Yeah, that seems to be the case.
Your reasoning is out of focus.
What now?
No, that's obviously wrong. It should be the other way around.
Other way around?
This is new.
Seriously?
Samsung.
The killer used those night vision goggles, not Byakuya.
You and me? I was also surprised. Just kidding, I'm sorry. Wait, is this... Argue against them? Counter with a WSD. I'm gonna fail at this because this seems new. Based on the mark. When a friend streamed this, he needed 30 minutes spamming a game guide in the chat for them to beat it. Based on that, debate's moved to your advantage. Well, if it took your friend 30 minutes, it's probably gonna take me an hour. Your advantage, blah blah blah. In the bottom right hand corner of your screen, a number shows the sharpness of your argument that is displayed. This is the number of times you could cut remarks during one round of debate. You will lose counts of sharpness even if you miss, so please be careful. When the mood peaks to your advantage for a certain length of time, the other party's argument changes. This means the conversation will develop. If that happens, they will end up diverging some weak points. However, you cannot normally cut remarks that contain weak points. Instead, it will smooth the mood towards the other, it's gonna be very big. Just like a regular debate, please refute any weak points with the left mouse button. Of course, if you don't have the correct truth blade. We have truth blades now? You will not be able to cut the opponent's remark. Huh? What's a truth blade? I am terribly sorry. It appears that there has been a delay in contacting you. I will make sure the person in charge of contacting you takes a very long vacation. In this mode, truth bullets will be called truth blades. That's about it. There won't be any other change on the handman. So my truth bullets become a truth blade. But we saw the case inside the Duralum case. Is the case the thing? Huh. It's basically the same thing. Okay. Okay. One name has changed, but don't think a change in feeling is important. If you press the escape key during the argument, you could review the controls. So I have to use the WSD keys. Okay. Well, good luck and have fun. I think it's the Jerome case.
If you just use common sense. The killer obviously used those night vision. That's gotta be it.
I can't back down.
Whoops! Oh, left!
If you just use... The killer obviously used those night vision. That's gotta be it.
Advance.
Where's your proof that the killer used them?
Because if they use night vision goggles, then they could have killed Byakuya even if... in reality, so those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Because if they use night vision goggles, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. In reality, that's what happened. So those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
Easy with the cuts. In your top right corner, you can see the number of cuts you have left. Oh, okay.
Because if they use night vision goggles, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark.
I have no idea what...
In reality, so those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
I have no idea what I'm doing. You need to cut the... You see the one with the yellow spot? You need to cut that with the truth blade. Okay.
Because if they use
I don't
night
see the
vision
directions.
Goggles, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark.
Whoops.
In reality, that's what... So those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
Damn it!
I have no idea what I'm doing.
The killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
I can't back down.
How?
If you just use common... The killer obviously used those night vision... That's gotta be it.
Where's your proof that the killer used them?
Because if they use night vision goggles, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the... in reality, so those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
I still have no idea what I'm doing.
Because if they use night vision, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. In reality, so those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
I have no idea what I'm doing. How do I cut the yellow bit? Like, I don't know what the directions. Yeah. I know I need to cut the yellow bit, but I don't know which direction I need to cut.
Because if they use night vision, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark.
Whoops.
In reality, so those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
So is the Is
if
they...
you just use common sense, the killer obviously used those. That's gotta be it.
I'm on PC.
Where's your proof that the killer used them?
Because if they used night vision, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. I mean, in reality, so those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
Damn it!
I'm gonna lose this.
If you just use common sense, the killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
Where's your proof that the killer used them?
Because if they used night, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. I mean, in reality, so those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
How do I know the direction? Try using the left mouse
Because if
button.
they used night vision goggles, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. I mean, in reality, so those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
I'm using the left mouse button. It's not working.
Because if they used night vision, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. I mean, in reality, so those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
Wait. Oh, the right.
Because if they used night vision goggles, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. I mean, in reality, so those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
Allow me to cut through those
Oh, it is the right mouse button.
No, Byakuya was definitely the one who brought those night vision goggles.
So I just cut and then right mouse button. So it's technically the same controls as the truth bullet.
Definitely? But why?
Inside the Duralumin case Byakuya had with him during the party.
So it looks like I didn't take 30 minutes to do this.
We found a smaller case for storing the night vision
I think this
goggles.
would have been a lot easier on console or with a controller.
Which means we can assume that the night vision goggles were kept inside that Duralumin case as well.
I mean, you're the one who suggested the right mouse button.
Woohoo! I said assume! Ibuki never uses such clever language.
5 minutes?
Plus,
It felt longer.
Byakuya was the only one who could have taken the night vision goggles out of the case.
Uh-huh.
Since he was carrying it around before the blackout in the first place.
That's fine. I don't mind backseating. As long as you're not annoying about it, like you're actually genuinely trying to help me.
I see. When you put it like that, it makes sense.
Uh-huh.
Then, was that knife inside the case too? If there were night vision goggles inside, it wouldn't be weird for a knife to be in there too.
It would be weird.
Chiaki really gives me Chihiro vibes.
I am weird, aren't I? At times like this, I'd rather be fantasizing about tonight's main dish.
Ew! You totally mean that in a perverted way.
Uh-huh. The killer was brought in the Duralumin case. Along with the night vision goggles too. No, that's not possible. The knife was hidden in the dining hall before the party even started. I have to prove it. Was it the duct tape?
I see!
Because the duct tape was spray painted on.
There was duct tape left under the table where the body was found.
And yeah, the duct tape under the table.
Huh? Duct tape? They probably hid the knife by duct taping it to the underside of the table.
So what I got from that Truth Blade minigame is that you just need to survive long enough until the yellow bit appears. Then you press the right mouse button.
Oh, so that's why we found duct tape there.
Uh-huh.
Though Byakuya was thorough, even he couldn't have noticed a weapon taped to the underside of the table.
This may be off topic, but why was Byakuya acting so paranoid?
Because of the murder threat. Also, I don't know if it's a skill or not, but try focusing to recover. I'm pretty sure it's a skill.
Not only did he bring a self-defense kit, but he had night vision goggles inside the case too.
That's true. He went above and beyond being a little cautious.
Uh-huh.
Now that you mention it,
That applies to the dangerous items he confiscated as well.
Nagato and Teru were the only ones to arrive before Byakuya.
It's one thing to be a little cautious, but performing a body check is a bit much.
He probably knew someone was planning to commit a murder.
Because the murder.
Are you saying he predicted the murder? Could it be? Was he also in possession of the all-seeing eye?
You think so too, right, Hajime?
Because there's the murder letter, right? Where is it? This.
I can prove it with this. Everyone, can you please take a look at this?
Be careful, the first kill will happen tonight. Someone will definitely kill someone.
Hey, the hell is this?
Hajime and I found this in Byakuya's cottage.
It looks like a threatening letter someone sent to him.
Uh-huh.
So, who's the someone?
Nobody besides Monokuma would write such a dumb, threatening letter like that.
Wasn't me!
Are you sure?
The only lies I tell are friendly lies!
Doing a little trolling.
Those are still lies! It doesn't matter who wrote it yet. So, Byakuya became paranoid because of this threatening letter?
Can we just see everyone else's handwriting, just like in Danganronpa 1? When, what's their names? When Hifumi and, Taka were killed?
He probably decided to throw a party because of the letter.
What do you mean?
By gathering everyone in one place, he tried to create a situation where everyone could keep tabs on each other. In doing so,
Tell them, Naegi.
he tried to put the writer of the letter in a situation where they couldn't act.
But the letter might have been just a little prank.
As long as he was determined not to let any of us die, he couldn't take that risk. His strong sense of responsibility made him believe the letter was legitimate.
He should have told us he received a threatening letter.
But he couldn't trust any of us.
If he had, we would have panicked. Byakuya probably knew that too.
Uh-huh.
So, he tried to do something about it without telling anyone? I see. His strong sense of responsibility as our leader was his undoing.
Yep.
Screw that noise! Who the hell wrote that letter?
Can we just compare people's handwritings?
Well, obviously, the killer.
The killer? Is it really one of us? Who is it? Among us. Who's the killer? Who's the one who killed Byakuya? Among us. Lysithia's right though. Yeah.
Enough already! Show yourself, you coward!
If they were willing to come forward, they never would have committed a murder in the first place.
I still can't believe it. Someone in this room killed Byakuya. There's no way I can believe that yet. I still need to finish Fire Emblem 3 Houses, but every time I play a Fire Emblem game, I end up playing for like 12 hours. And my friend goes off at me, and I'm not even using like optimized game guides. I'm just doing whatever feels right to me. That's why I'm kind of scared to stream Fire Emblem. Different hand. That's true. That's why I'm scared to stream Fire Emblem, any Fire Emblem games, because I know a lot of the major Fire Emblem fans will probably cringe at the way I played the game.
Pardon me. Can I say something, please?
What is it, Miss Sonia?
Shut up, simp.
I regret that I must return to this topic, but I just realized something concerning the night vision goggles. If Byakuya was indeed wearing those goggles, how did the killer manage to navigate in the dark?
The spray paint.
You're right. They wouldn't have been able to see anything without the night vision goggles. But if the murderer had the goggles when they took the knife, then how did Byakuya see them?
Maybe you could play Fire Emblem during an endurance stream? I can. But I don't think everyone wants to see a 12-hour stream. And also, like I said, I'm worried about the more serious fans yelling at me because I'm not that good at the game, even though I've gotten really far in the game because I played 12 hours of it.
Even if the knife bore some sort of mark, it would have been difficult to see it in that darkness.
No way. No, the killer definitely used the mark. And because of that mark, the killer was able to... glowing paint.
I see! What if the glowing paint was the mark? With that, you'd be able to get the knife even in the dark.
More to your waifu voices rather than you playing the game.
In actuality, the knife we found under the table...
I know. Which one's my waifu Wait, both voices are waifu to you?
And the duct tape stuck to the underside of the table were both marked with glowing paint, right?
Does that mean the killer painted them in advance?
Okay.
But painting them with glowing paint? It's as if they knew the blackout was going to happen.
They had to have already known. That's why they used the glowing paint as a mark.
Also, I found out Mikan's English voice actress is the one who voiced that Hinata from Naruto.
Which means
that's why it sounds kind of
whoever
familiar.
set up the blackout is the killer.
That seals it. The killer is whoever was in the office with the circuit breaker.
I don't think so.
Which means it was you, Peko Pekoyama!
I don't really have a waifu, but I do have a character that I kind of relate to, and people has compared me to her. And if you follow me on Twitter, you might realize I kind of hinted who that character would be, because I sang their song, and I managed to calm down a baby.
Peko killed poor Byakuya? Was this island not big enough for 2 glasses wearers?
I am not the killer.
Just do the thing, lady. In.
Oh, I guess she's not.
How can you believe her so easily?
You were with me. The circuit breaker was too high up.
With Peko's height, I don't think she'd be able to reach the circuit breaker in the office.
I like how Mikan and I had the same thought, like she's too short.
I don't care about a technicality like that. Peko's the one who tripped the breaker and caused the blackout.
By tripping the breaker directly from the office, Peko was the one who caused the blackout. Is that what really happened? I mean, there were the irons. There were 3 irons turned on. That could have shorted out the thing, right? During this debate, blue-colored weak spots will start appearing. Color weak spots up until now, argue points, agree points, spots. When shooting agree spots with truth bullets, you need to flip your way of thinking. Is this a new thing? Instead of arguing that the other person's testimony contains lies or mistakes, please fire the truth bullet that prove the other. Oh, this time we have to agree. When your truth bullet merges with their weakness, it will become a logically sound argument. Isn't it a little hot in here? From now on, you must infer whether it's based on argue or agree, based on being debated. If you press the escape key, you can see the controls again. Good luck and have fun. So I need to agree with someone. They're all accounts. I mean, Nekomaru was in the toilet. And I'm guessing, like I said,
Peko was in the office.
like I said last stream, I think
she could have caused the blackout at any time.
Peko was the one in the toilet.
That's impossible.
Huh? Why is it impossible?
So blue means I have to agree.
Because I was not in the office.
While the yellow is for
Not
argument.
even before the blackout.
Uh-huh.
What happened to your guard duty?
She had to go to the toilet.
Sorry.
Oh, you weren't in the office?
Nope.
That's clearly a desperate excuse.
What did he say? It will likely sound, you log and have fun, okay. I feel like I spoke to someone during testimony.
Since Peko was in the office, she could have caused the blackout at any time.
No.
That's impossible.
Huh? Why is it impossible?
Because I was not in the office. Not even before the blackout.
I agree with that.
Consent. So that's where that meme came from.
No, I think Peko is telling the truth.
Don't tell me you're crushing on Peko.
You're not the one to judge.
Yeah, it's nothing like that at all. Nekomaru's account is actually Peko's alibi.
Nope. I mean, in terms of, I don't, this person isn't in Fire Emblem's Three Houses, but I will say this about Fire Emblem Three Houses. What's her name? Bernie? I see her as my daughter. I've been trying to use it many times, but the door just wouldn't open at all.
It's
You
true.
consider
Someone was
Mommy Peko.
occupying the bathroom for a long time shortly after the party started. And it was finally freed up after Byakuya's body was discovered.
Then the person who was in the bathroom that whole time was actually...
Peko.
Everyone else besides Peko was in the dining hall after the party started, right?
If she needed to go to the toilet, because she brought food with her,
I see.
laxatives.
So there's no way anybody else could have locked themselves in the bathroom except Peko.
I guess that would be true.
You locked yourself in the commode? You should have said so earlier.
There's no way she'd actually say that. Gosh, you're so insensitive.
If she locked herself in the bathroom for that long, there's no doubt. It's shit. Oh, there's no way she'd admit it. There's no way she'd admit she was taking a shit.
Hey, weren't you guys taught any basic manners, or were you raised in a locker room?
I'm sorry.
It's fine. How about we stop talking about this and move on to something else?
Don't worry, the smell wasn't that strong. I used the bathroom right after you, so you can trust me.
I said it's fine.
But still, you were in the bathroom for a really long time. Did you get food poisoning or something?
I'm guessing the party dishes, like, she ate quite a lot of it. Kazuichi really had a wait, does Miss Sonia go to the bathroom moment?
As soon as I stepped into the office, I felt this sudden rush of pain in my stomach. Because of that, I was unable to leave the bathroom, including when the blackout occurred.
Hey, how did it feel to do your business in the dark? Did you get excited?
Shut up.
Seriously, stop it.
But still,
I hope you die.
your stomach pain.
Teru.
Was that really just a coincidence?
Hey, what's the deal? Don't butt into other people's business, especially if you didn't do any investigating.
I'm only butting in because you fucking idiots are out of your element.
Stop this childish nonsense. Just what do you mean by coincidence?
Has there ever been an ultimate lawyer in Danganronpa?
What I mean is it possible someone slipped her some laxatives?
That's a bit harsh, Jaws.
Laxatives?
If so, the killer could have tripped the breaker as soon as that girl left the office, don't you think?
I see. That might have happened.
The question is whether Peko's stomach ache was a coincidence or if someone intentionally caused it. Depending on the answer, the outcome of this trial could change drastically. The party dishes, right? Let's hear what everyone says. I'm picking party dishes because I'm guessing that's it.
Did you eat anything weird?
That's here.
I don't remember eating anything weird.
Now that you mention it... You brought food to the office, right?
Just a little bit from the dining hall.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
That could be it.
Taro cooked the food. How suspicious!
I wouldn't do anything like that.
You're stuttering.
Laxatives would ruin the taste.
Depending on the laxatives. Okay. What caused like a stomachache? We need to clarify that first.
Did you eat anything weird?
I'm guessing it's laxatives.
I don't remember eating anything weird.
If it's
Now
wrong,
that
then
you mentioned you brought food to the office.
Just a little bit from the dining.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you? No, that's wrong.
the only ultimate layer I can think of.
No,
Oh, fanfic.
it's impossible that laxatives were slipped into the food in the dining hall. Because Pekka wasn't the only one who ate that food. Akane ate some of it too.
If the food had laxatives in it, I'm pretty sure Akane would have had stomach issues as well.
I feel totally fine.
Like I said, the dishes are innocent. Don't go making weird accusations.
He's acting suspicious.
I apologize for causing this.
Fuyuhiko should apologize, not you. He's the one who made the laxative accusation.
What the fuck did you say, bitch?
There's this bickering.
Let's just dismiss Pekko's stomachache as a coincidence and go back to discussing the blackout.
Do I really sound like that?
Yeah. We already know that, you trashy skank. You don't have to tell us.
Trashy skank?
If Akane's stomach is for the laxatives didn't affect them. As long as the murder happened during the blackout, then the blackout itself is what's important. We need to be clear on how the blackout occurred. They do sound like that. I don't think it's the irons. The irons tripped it, right?
Who tripped the breaker?
That's
how
what
did they do it?
I've been saying that since last stream.
If you can't answer that, I'm gonna bop you on the head. Did they throw a stone and hit it?
No, I don't
Maybe
agree.
they used a remote control?
No.
They probably messed with the breaker.
It does not have to be the breaker. They may have tampered with the power supply and transmitters. Or maybe they caused a power surge?
That.
I agree with that.
I'm an expert at this topic because my brother causes like
Just as Mahiru said, the blackout was caused by a power surge.
Wait, I'll let him finish. It's because my brother has caused power surges a lot. Because he buys a lot of these electronics and they cause power surges.
Of course, that's not a coincidence. Someone caused it intentionally.
No, I really sound like that? I don't know.
Which is why those 3 irons were arranged to cause the blackout.
When you found them right after the blackout, the irons were still on, right?
Yeah.
So by leaving those irons on in the storage room, they deliberately caused a power surge.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. It seems that's how the killer caused the blackout.
I might play visual novels sometime in the future. In this channel.
Stupid fool!
Oh no. Here we go again. Ready for another 5 minutes?
Hold on a second, let me speak too!
I'm disappointed in how Kazuichi didn't mention the Yeah.
What the heck?
It was the photographer who did it.
You say the irons in the storage
Okay, let's do
were
this.
used to trigger the blackout? That's inexcusable!
Okay, Jotaro. AC timer? Because they never reuse. Because the timer says the same time, and that was the time it powered out, right?
If the irons in the storage room caused the blackout, then for the killer to turn the irons on, you're saying they went all the way to the storage room? then that means everyone who is when the blackout occurred can't be a suspect.
I bet.
No, just because people were in the dining hall doesn't mean they're not a suspect.
But the people in the dining hall weren't able to call. If the irons caught, then the killer had to go to the storage room before that.
Damn it!
Okay.
If the irons in the storage room caused the then for the killer to turn the irons on, you're saying they went all the way to the storage room? Then that means everyone who was in the when the blackout occurred can't be a suspect.
No, just because people were in the dining hall
still have
doesn't mean they're not a suspect.
But the people in the dining hall weren't able to cause the blood. If the irons, then the killer
Oops,
had
I
to
missed
go
it.
to the storage room before and turn on the up. Now do you intend to take back what you said?
I missed it. Crap.
But the people in the dining hall weren't able. If the irons, then the killer had
I
to
missed
go
it
to the
again.
storage room and turn on the irons. Now do you intend to take back what you said? But the people in the dining hall weren't able to. If the irons caused the blackout.
Allow me to cut through those words.
Okay.
The irons are just one
Jaws,
reason the
come on.
blackout occurred, but they weren't the direct trigger.
The aircon, because they also run by
The
electricity.
direct trigger was when the air conditioners in the dining
Hey,
hall and office
I only
clicked
lost
on.
one life this time.
Air conditioners!
Uh-huh.
The timers for both air conditioners were set to 11:30 p.m.
Trump, I guess. I only lost one life.
11:30 p.m. Mr. Ham Hands died around that time too.
Yeah.
I see. When the timers activated the air conditioners, the breaker was tripped and caused a blackout. I see. I understand. Indubitably.
Okay, Cookie Monster.
Indubitably?
They probably checked the old building's energy usage in advance and used the irons to nearly max it out.
Uh-huh.
So once they set the air conditioner's timers, they just had to wait until they started up on their own.
Uh-huh.
If so, even if Pekka was in the office, it still would have been possible to cause a blackout, indubitably.
Indubitably? Miss Sonia, not you too.
Shut up, simp.
Regarding the energy usage,
I'm
they
kidding.
probably asked
He's kind of
Monokuma
likable.
about it.
He's kind of likable, just not that likable. I like him more than Teru Teru.
Dun dun dun! Is she right? Such a hateful bear! You deserve to die 1,000 deaths!
Guess you might need to go overtime for this one.
1,000, you say?
I mean, we haven't gone.
If I died that many times, I might really stay dead, you know?
Wait, I might really stay dead. Is that foreshadowing? Shut up, Soda. Wait, is that foreshadowing? I might really stay dead. Really stay dead.
Shut up! You guys just stay quiet!
I couldn't have prevented the blackout even if I was in the office. But even so, I feel regret. If I was in the office, I could have reset the breaker in time. And maybe the murder wouldn't have occurred.
You can't reach it
No,
though.
the breaker in the office was built into a high area of the wall that's impossible to reach.
Uh-huh.
Resetting the breaker in that darkness would have been impossible, no matter what.
Nice referring to his spares.
Sounds like you don't need to blame yourself.
Uh-huh.
Even so, the killer is so sly. I'm starting to worry we may never actually find them.
It's alright. You don't have to worry.
Okay, Naegi.
Because they're just a petty killer, right? They can't defeat symbols of hope like you guys.
Huh?
There's no way everybody will lose now. This little incident will just be a stepping stone for you all. In the end, hope always wins. That's what I believe.
He has a hope fetish.
Nagito? What happened to you?
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, you have been saying this whole time that there's no way a killer could be among us.
That game has ruined those two words.
Oh, is that so? Well, let's just put that minor detail aside for now and talk about the incident.
They mention Among Us a lot in this game compared to the first one.
For now, we found out how the blackout occurred. But the question is, who caused it, right?
Uh-huh.
Anybody could have hid and set the timers for the air conditioners.
He said...
Setting up the irons in the storage room could have been done before Byakuya set foot in the old building. What a shame. Any one of us is capable of that.
Among Us a lot.
What are you implying?
I want to get some friends together and we just play Among Us and treat it like Danganronpa.
He's just saying, after all this time, we still haven't made any progress.
Huh? Even though we have been arguing for so long?
Yeah, we still don't have a killer.
Unfortunately, it's the truth. Despite the fact that we've discussed this at length, there's not even one clue that leads to the killer. But that might be because there's no way any of us could be a killer.
You're changing your story again?
Anyway, I have an idea about what we all should do at this point.
I'm not the killer. I can never kill someone.
Has anyone thought about our situation like this? Instead of surviving by doubting others, isn't it better to get killed for believing in others?
Doesn't that mean... Are you saying we should all just give up and die?
Nagito, there's definitely something wrong with you.
I think he was dropped as a baby.
You guys only think there's something wrong with me because there's something wrong with you.
That sounds like a Twitter argument.
Suspecting each other like this.
There's
no way that's healthy behavior.
It has my truth bullets.
Let's stop this already. We don't have to find out who the killer is. I can't stand this anymore. I don't want to do this to my friends.
I don't want to do this either.
Me too. Please, take me home already. I want to go home and eat candy.
Stop it. If everyone acts like this, I'm gonna...
Everyone calm down.
For someone who likes hope, you're doing a good job in spreading despair. All my lines are white. Text, no yellow spots inside.
We're all friends, aren't we? There's no way one friend would murder another.
Then why did Byakuya die?
Who cares? Let's just give up already. There are no clues that lead to the killer anyway. Not a single one.
Darn it, Nagato.
That's wrong. I think.
Did you say something?
Nagato, you see, we live in a society. I mean...
'Cause we've already found a clue that might point to who the killer is.
A clue, you say?
You know who the killer is?
Just a clue.
The killer? I don't know. But we do have a clue about a suspicious person.
I see. Then care to tell me, what's this clue you're talking about?
First of all, let's try thinking about how the killer was able to obtain the knife during the blackout.
Didn't we already cover that? They use glowing paint as a mark.
No, not that. I mean before that.
Before? Is she asking about how the killer got close to the table? So the lamp? Is the lamp the next truth bullet? Even if they had to obtain the knife by relying on the glow of the paint in order to do that, they needed to get close to be able to that table while it was still dark.
Let's try examining the situation.
Also,
Mahiru's diagram might be useful here.
Also Chihiro's VA also voiced the ginger girl in... Huh.
The diagram of where everyone was standing before the blackout, right?
I'm
here it is.
I'm pretty sure Hajime's voice actor is actually a Power Ranger. Just as I thought, this diagram is a clue. Who the killer is and how they were able to move to the table in the dark. That's clearly shown in this diagram. First, we need to discuss how the killer was able to move to the table in the dark. The killer probably used something to help them move in the dark. I cannot type today more than usual. Oh, this is new. Is it a lamp?
Here.
That confused me. Like that's
Killer
new.
must have used the desk lamp to move to that table in the
There
dark.
are actually new mechanics in this game. Yeah, he's the Black Ranger.
The desk lamp? I hope you don't mean they turned on a light or something.
There was a blackout. There's no way the killer could have used the desk lamp.
Of course, there's no way they could have used the desk lamp's light. The killer actually used. Well, we were talking about the power cord a lot, so
I can prove it with this.
like last stream, they kept saying power cord this,
They
power
didn't
cord
turn the
that.
desk lamp on. They used its power cord.
Power cord?
They could have felt their way to that table using the power cord, right? By doing that, the killer was able to move to the table, then use the glowing paint to find the knife.
Oh, they used it as like one of those climbing rope things.
And there's only one person here who could have done that.
Who?
Or possibly done it. What? Was it Nagato? Because the diagram says Nagato was close to it, right? So
You're
like
the only one! Nagito, it was you, wasn't it?
Me?
because you're the closest to
Judging
the
from
cord.
everyone's positions before the blackout, the only person near the power cord was you.
Which means, the only one who could have felt their way to the table using the power cord was Nagito!
That's just a coincidence.
But still, you had a chance, right? A chance to hide the knife under the table?
Nagato's chance to hide under it was when he was cleaning, because he was one of the first people there.
I see! Nagito, weren't you cleaning the
It was
dining hall
Jaws.
all morning? If so, you would have had a chance to hide the knife.
That's...
If you factor in the power cord and the time you spent cleaning, you're the only one who could have done it.
I mean, Teru was also there. I'm just looking for excuses because I want to kill Teru.
Seriously? That's all just a coincidence.
Uh-huh.
If it was just one coincidence, it'd be fine. But when it's one right after another, I wonder, is something like that even possible?
Could it be? Did you give yourself cleaning duty on purpose so you could hide the knife under the table?
Now that you mention it, Nagito did prepare the drawing to pick who cleaned the dining hall.
Why would you want... I just want him to die. He's weird. And perverted. And is in denial, like, oh, I don't want to believe it. That means it's not real. He's like those deniers, like during the pandemic. Oops, I forgot to read that. To go through all that are wearing this, just what do you think will happen? Whoever draws the chopstick with the red mark on it will be in charge of cleaning, okay? Oh. Does that sound fair?
You rigged the drawing, didn't you? That's how you got picked to clean the dining hall, isn't it?
I don't know if you're the killer or not, but regardless, it proves that you're suspicious, right?
Sus. If it is Teru and he gets killed, I will celebrate.
If that's the case,
He's
that
probably...
strange speech you made earlier, That was part of your plan too.
He's probably Teru's probably my most hated character right now.
You got us to lower our guard and tried to hide the fact that you did it, didn't you, you motherfucker?
I didn't really hate anyone in Danganronpa 1, but this time I mean, Hifumi just grossed me out, so he was the closest.
Well, just admit it already!
Chiaki sussed you out, Nagato. It's because he kept mentioning Among Us and that triggered Chiaki.
Nagito, tell me you object to this. Frankly, I don't want to believe it either. We investigated together. You were so kind. I can't believe you're the one who killed Byakuya.
I mean, I would, but it might spoil the game for some people.
Nagito, say something!
Are you choking? Those remind me of Junko's eyes when she killed herself.
The Ultimates are working together to combat the despair of their friend's death! How wonderful! How beautiful it is!
Looks like I wasn't wrong when I said he kinda reminds me if Junko and Mikoto had a child.
Huh?
Those eyes. At that moment, Nagato's eyes. The darkness in his eyes shone brightly, as if layers upon layers of darkness were folding into each other. As if hope and despair had been crudely mixed together. Okay. That happened. I can spill the bean. Nagato is insane. You don't need to tell me. I had that suspicion.
Let's cut to the chase. You're correct. It was my doing all along.
That's why I said he's like if Junko and Mikoto got mixed into one character.
I'm the one who hid the knife under the table before the party started.
But Mikan says the knife couldn't be the weapon because it's too thick.
I'm the one who used the power cord to find my way to the table in the dark.
I don't get why he's the most popular character in this series. Like, a lot of people really likes him.
And of course, I'm the one who caused the blackout. After all, there's no way I'd knowingly whip out a knife in front of everyone, right?
Is it just me, or does he seem a little nuts right now?
You can say Gordon Ramsay died of ligma.
But I never expected Byakuya to have night vision goggles. Because of that, we had ourselves a little scuffle under the table. And, well, you all saw how that played out. But with a twist ending like this, I think we can all agree this ended up being a very interesting mystery.
Knowing Danganronpa, it's not him.
Byakuya performed admirably.
The taste you cannot begin to imagine stuff Nagato does in this game.
Just stop it already! Seriously! What the hell happened to you?
Don't tell me. Is this your true nature? Were you lying to us this entire time?
Me? Lie? That's outrageous! There's no way someone like me could ever lie to you guys.
I'm gonna call... You know what? From now on, I'm gonna call you Junko Jr.
I understand better than anyone else that I'm ultimately worthless.
You kind of look like her too. Well, you kind of look like a mixture of Junko and Mikoto.
I'm too arrogant to have dreams or cling to hope. I'm too disdainful to actually try at anything. I've made peace with the fact that I'm a lowly, stupid, insignificant human who can't do anything right.
Holy crap! He's totally the type of guy who spent his childhood killing neighborhood pets!
He seems like the sort of person whose eyes light up while watching Friday the 13th. Just like me.
What if he is Makoto?
That's quite the hobby you have there. But, like, now's not really the time to bring it up.
So, this is gonna sound weird, but, Kazuichi's voice kind of sounds like someone I know in real life. I'm never gonna look at that friend the same again. Yes, Nagito needs a pep talk. Is he the real Nagito?
Hey Nagito! If you were behind all of this, then did you also send that threatening letter?
Yep, I sure did. There's nobody else on this island whose handwriting is that painful to look at.
In real life,
right?
I would have spoken to him and tried to calm him down. But this is a game, so I can't really do that.
But why would you send a threatening letter in the first place?
I think somewhere deep in my heart, I was probably hoping to find someone who would stop my evil deeds. Well, I bet if that really was my reason, at least some of you would feel sorry for me.
I have a question, another Danganronpa question. What if there was one guy and everyone, the other 15 students, ganged up to kill that one student? How would that go in the trial? Everyone's the murderer. How would that go?
Are you making fun of us?
By threatening Byakuya, Nagito was likely able to manipulate his actions.
Then how about that old-looking building near the hotel? Well, if it's just cleaning, leave it to me. I'm actually pretty good at it.
In doing so, Nagito was able to manipulate everyone to the scene where the murder would occur. Am I wrong?
Uh-huh.
That reminds me. Nagito was the one who suggested I guard the office.
Well, not only is the storage room packed with lots of stuff, it's hard to see in there and full of cobwebs. Not really, everybody would still technically kill Nagito, even if it's everyone who stabs him at once. Not just Nagito, like in Danganronpa, like what if there was a killing game where everyone just gangs up on one person, they all kill that one person. You know, Julius Caesar. If you stay in there for a long time, I think it will be bad for your health. In that case, why don't you guard the case in the office?
Oh, I get it. If Pekka was guarding the storage room, Nagito wouldn't have been able to use the irons.
The threatening letter, along with all your suggestions. It was all a trap to manipulate us.
It's a trap.
Yep, that's true too. But you're wrong about one thing.
Huh? What?
I didn't need to rig the drawing for cleaning duty, you know?
If that's true, then how did you conveniently get picked for cleaning duty?
He's the ultimate lucky student.
I see. Well, there's no way I'd expect you to remember it. A worthless talent for a worthless human.
Nagito's talent. I believe his talent was the ultimate baby.
I see!
The ultimate baby face.
You're the ultimate lucky student. Then, did you?
That's right. I just trusted my luck. I trusted I'd be picked for cleaning duty.
You just relied on your luck?
It's not just luck. It's true my talent sucks.
I just
but
use
I'm
Nagito
still
as
the
an
ultimate lucky
example.
student, you know?
Even if 15 students stab another person at once, everyone would technically still be the first, and then they would be the killer. Huh. Huh? I'm left with a red mark. For someone called the ultimate lucky student. You don't seem very lucky right now.
At the time, Hajime said I wasn't lucky. But it was actually the opposite. I was lucky. That's why I got picked for cleaning duty. Just like I wanted.
Enough. I don't care about that anymore.
Nagito's luck is basically magic. How's that compared to Makoto's luck?
More importantly, why did you kill Byakuya? Answer me!
Byakuya was a very capable leader. For someone like him to get killed? Oh, the despair it brings. It's only fitting that you symbols of hope should use his death as a stepping stone to shine even brighter.
So, Junko had a despair fetish. He seems to have a hope fetish.
That was my only motivation.
To spread hope via evil means. Meanwhile, IRL, the reason why I became a VTuber, because I want to spread hope as an entertainer.
You're not making any sense!
I don't want to spread hope by hurting other people. I want to spread hope by making people laugh.
It's fine. Let's start the damn vote already. I'm ready to fucking kill this psycho.
Think about how people determine what race car crossed the finishing line. So whoever does it first, whoever does the first stab is the killer?
Please! Monokuma! Please, wait!
Huh? The fuck?
Yeah, you're making sense.
How should I put this? Is Nagito really the killer?
What are you saying? He's already confessed, hasn't he?
Yeah, but like Mikan said in her autopsy that he wasn't killed by the knife.
I already know that, but there's just something a little strange.
Mute this section and just voice act Mikan.
If it's only a little, then keep your mouth shut. Your ugly face is stressing me out. It makes me want to puke. I'm sorry. For now, might I suggest we listen to what she has to say?
Too late. Mikan already spoke.
But we know who the killer is.
You're suspicious, Teru Teru.
Simply listening is acceptable. However, I won't allow this to end with mere play. Now then, let us lift the curtain for our bloody spectacle.
From this point on... Oh, the white noises are back. Okay. I hate... Well, I don't hate them, they're just annoying. Okay, I know what's going on. If Mikan's autopsy is here, then I will select that.
I think it's strange that...
The killer is so obviously Nagito!
Just let her speak.
He has already confessed.
you know...
You're only sussing
That
Teru
bastard
because he wants
Nagito
to
is
die.
the one who did it.
You want him to die?
He killed Byakuya with the knife he hid.
No, it isn't.
No, that's wrong.
I was gonna listen to it, but I already said, Mikan said the weapon
That
was
knife might
thin.
not be the murder weapon. That's what you wanted to say, right, Mikan?
What the hell are you talking about? It's obvious the knife was the murder weapon.
But, based on the entry wounds on Byakuya's body, the actual weapon should be roughly 5 millimeters in diameter.
5 millimeters in diameter? That's like way skinnier than a knife!
Hey, that better be true. If you screwed up, I'll sell your fucking ass to a whorehouse.
Not a whorehouse!
Hey, why are you threatening her?
Is this what you're trying to say, Mikan? As long as we can't prove that the knife is the murder weapon, we can't assume that I'm the killer.
What are you saying? No one else can be the killer. It has to be you.
The weapon was a skewer, I'm guessing.
Hey, don't blame me. Mikan's the one who said it.
I'm sorry. Hey, Nagito. Are you still hiding something?
Hiding?
Like, during the blackout, did something happen between you and Byakuya that we don't know about?
Mm-hmm.
Who knows?
After all this, what else do you intend to hide?
Jeez, the moment your back's against the wall, you get all silent. You piss me off.
I mean, the only thing I kind of voiced act today was when Peko was speaking in the elevator.
What happened during the blackout?
You heard everything, Ibuki.
Oh! If you cross your eyes like this, it gives you double vision.
Don't get distracted. Our lives are at stake, you know?
Huh? Whose life is at stake?
Seriously, how long is it gonna take for you to understand the damn rules?
A long time.
Nobody can see in the dark, no matter how hard you think about it. The truth is beyond your sight. Don't you think that's a pretty clever metaphor? Despite the fact that it came from me?
No, that's not it.
Ibuki heard everything.
Not it. What's not it?
The truth is beyond our sight. No, that can't be it. There should be some... let's see. Where's Ibuki? Because she heard it, right?
I can prove it with this.
Well, it seems like...
Even if we couldn't see what happened in the dark, I'm pretty sure someone could have heard it.
Diameter.
Isn't that right, Ibuki?
For reals?
Don't act so surprised.
You were the one who told me, remember? How everyone was shouting during the blackout?
Everyone, calm down. We gotta stay calm in a situation like this.
Ah! Don't step on my feet!
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
Turn the damn lights on. I can't eat like this, you know.
You guys? Where are you? Wasn't the blackout just in the kitchen?
Perhaps the breaker overloaded?
Hold on a sec. I'll go along the wall and do something about it.
Huh.
Such perceptive hearing. Impressive. I'd expect no less from the ultimate musician.
It's a good thing your ears are awesome because your face, style, figure, and personality totally suck.
Look who's talking, your Junko ripoff.
You've cut me deep with your knife of truth.
However, after hearing what Byakuya and Nagito said in the dark...
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
It almost sounds like Byakuya fought back against Nagito or something.
Again, yeah.
Well, that's actually what happened.
Huh.
As a sign of respect for Ibuki's talent, I have a small confession
Shut up,
to make.
jailbait.
I was actually shoved out from under the table by Byakuya.
Okay, it's weird that Mikan sounds more like a lolly than, Hiyako, I forgot her name already. She's not worth my time. Hiyoko.
He shoved
There
you
we go.
out? Just as the blackout occurred, I hurried to duck under the table and grab the knife. But Byakuya, wearing his night vision goggles, caught me and shoved me right out from under the table. That's right. I'm so incompetent that I couldn't even grab the knife.
So Byakuya stopped him when he was trying to get the knife. Why didn't Byakuya do a full inspection before... Like, not just on people, but the whole place? He could have found the knife under the table. He'll be the world's worst security guard. Is it possible? I mean, just from listening to what they both said at the same time.
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
I could interpret it like that. No, actually. Now that I think about it, that sounds like exactly what happened.
After getting shoved out from under the table, I was just as confused as you guys. I lost sight of the glowing paint, and I didn't even know where the power cord was. Before I realized it, the lights had come back on, and Byakuya's body was lying under the table.
Imagine somebody insulting you in Mikan voice.
Hold on! Are you saying you're not the killer?
From the very beginning, the idea to throw a party...
You are a worthless pig. You aren't worth anything. Like the poo under my boot.
Hiding the knife, setting up the blackout. It was all going according to plan.
It's so sad that Steve Jobs died of Ligma.
Who the hell is Steve Jobs?
Lick my balls.
But unfortunately, my plan failed.
But you
And
don't.
all thanks to Byakuya's night vision goggles.
But you don't have balls.
What happened after that? Even I don't know.
You failed? Then you're not the one who killed Byakuya?
Then we're right back to square one.
How can that be? We spent all this time talking back and forth.
I just gave a video idea. What?
Meaninglessness.
I mean, I always do like.
What other word is brimming with so much despair?
I always do like I've done vocal role plays. I've been meaning to get back to it, but night vision poggers.
But you can't give up. You need to have hope. Do your best and move forward. Rising to the challenge again and again is why you guys are the symbols of hope.
You have a hope fetish. If you're a real person, I'll watch out for you. Nagato really not the killer? Is Nagato really not the killer? Is this guy really the Nagato I knew before? No, there's no way I can say that. ASMR. Mikon reads memes for 30 minutes. I just thought I knew him, but this whole time I didn't know anything about this guy. I didn't know his true character. It's as simple as that. But now's not the time for me to dwell on that. We need to find Byakuya's killer by all means possible, any means possible, because if we don't, we will die here. Suspended. Oh, commercial break.
Well now.
Well then, the class trial has reached its climax, but... Okay, here's a question for you. What's this? For those who figured out who it is, how about we try out the Guess the Killer challenge? Whoever fails to guess the right killer will have their save data melted away like butter. But if you guess right, I'll reward you $10 billion. 10 billion? Of course. For those of you who don't know who the killer is, you can just continue on.
Now then, what are you gonna do?
Left mouse button. Continue guess the kill. Continue on B guess the killer. I don't think I have an option. Just kidding. You can't make a choice. There's no way you would be able to guess who the killer is.
And of course, there's no $10 billion either.
You're gonna throw the economy into a wreck.
You're so evil.
Villain. You truly are a villain. Boop.
I'm Monami, and my heart is throbbing like crazy right now. The group's leader, Byakuya, got killed, and his killer is among this group of students?
Are they wait, did they do this because they thought I was gonna take a break? Not a
No,
chance.
I'm not gonna believe it.
It's only been
I'll never believe it.
It's only been roughly an hour and a half.
'Cause I believe in everyone. So do your best, and don't forget to save regularly.
Her voice sounds familiar.
Well, what now? If the knife isn't the murder weapon, there's no definitive proof that I'm the killer.
Shut up! We'll be the judge of that.
You say you were shoved away, but you can't actually prove it, right?
You're sus.
That's right. Even if a different weapon was used, it does not mean Nagito has been cleared of suspicion.
Well, there's no blood on him. If he was the killer, and look at how bloody that situation was.
But there's another reason why I don't think Nagito is the killer.
You could take it like this. Soda's voice actor voice go. Leave this man alone. John.
There's still more?
Just die.
Based on what we've discussed, Byakuya was killed under the table, right?
Is there something wrong with that?
Well, even if that's true, I feel Nagito looks, clean.
Nobody's ever complimented me on my appearance before. Not even my own mother.
Oh well.
I'm not talking about your looks.
Why does Mikan think looks clean? There's no blood on him.
I see!
Are you trying to say something like, why didn't Nagito have any bloodstains on him?
Yes, that's it. Because under the table, there was a lot of blood splattered everywhere, right?
I'm not voice
there
acting.
There were even bloodstains on the inside of the tablecloth.
If he stabbed Byakuya to death, it's strange he did not get splattered with an appropriate amount of blood.
Just roasted your non-exting drip Nagito.
I didn't get any blood on me? That is weird.
Your drip is weak, Nagito.
You just used something to block the blood, didn't you?
Something that might have been used to block the blood splatter.
Like the
What
spare.
do you think it could have been?
Like the spare tablecloth from last stream.
I guess we did see something I could have used. Isn't that right, Hajime?
You just see Monomi just swinging. Wait, I generally thought you're voicing Mikan in that section. Which section?
I can prove it with this!
Because it was bloody for no
You're
reason.
talking about the bloodstained tablecloth we found in the storage room, right?
Which section?
If there are bloodstains on it, that settles it. Nagito used the tablecloth to block the blood splatter.
But that was found in the storage room, right? Are you suggesting he hid it there after the murder?
All of them? Really?
You mean after the lights came back on? What would he have done if we'd seen him?
That's true. The tablecloth was pretty big. So even if you tried to hide it and take it with you...
Someone else could have used it.
Wearing a
Teru,
tablecloth, going under the table, getting a knife in a blackout, and stabbing someone. That's not just impossible for someone like me. Wouldn't it also be impossible for you guys too?
Unless someone went under the table.
Then
No, under the floor.
What does it mean?
Under the floor or under the table, because there was gaps. Jaws, what? 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 There were gaps. There were gaps. Like Chiaki was pointing this out, right? Like they were looking for an entrance to under the thing. Also, Gundam kind of pointed it out.
Maybe the killer didn't necessarily stab Byakuya under the table.
Huh?
No, there's no mistake that the murder occurred under that table.
You're really after this man, aren't you? Yeah, I am.
Even the inside of the tablecloth was bloody, so there's no denying
How did
Byakuya
it
was
kill
killed there.
I don't know. The missing stovetop thing for the hot pots.
But that doesn't mean where Byakuya got
What?
stabbed
Wasn't
and where
it-
the killer did the stabbing are the same.
Wasn't that on the list? Like one of the hot pots portable stoves were missing.
understand at all.
The place where Byakuya got stabbed and where the killer did the stabbing are different. I know I'm just making excuses because I just don't like Teru Teru, but...
Huh? Hajime, you look like you're onto something.
Really? But it sounds like a riddle.
I feel like I'm onto something, but it's still not clear what that is.
Like, I know there's no suspicion on Teru Teru at all, but yeah.
Under the table,
So you're
but
suggesting...
not under the table. If it's somehow possible, it's the only way that makes sense.
I mean, under the floor. I don't know.
Moving forward, we should put aside all unnecessary preconceptions and just choose the answer. I think.
I was hoping Teru Teru died instead of Byakuya getting murdered. I would have minded the... Oh no. Here it comes. It goes to line up the thing that... Is it floor? Because under the floor, right? The incident improved. It's like a puzzle game. Various letters will be flying across the screen in all directions. There are 2 rules you must remember. If 2 letters clash, you'll take damage. If 2 letters clash... If the same letter clash, they will fuse. The floor has gaps in it. You mentioned that. Yeah. We'll see. I just hate Teru Teru. I'm grasping at straws here. That is what's most important. In order to do that, we've been given a technique to catch and release. You can move the radical with a mouse and press the right while it's... Oh, we have a targeting system. You can snatch the letter like a vacuum. That's means to catch the letter. Please be careful. I'm reading this because I was told this is a lot harder. Okay. This is how you release the letter. Catch and release. So if I press the right mouse button, it will release. Make sure you... Okay. I'm gonna fail at this. This is confusing. You can blow it up and erase it from the field. This is called firing the letters. Catch and release with the right mouse button, and you can fuse them. Fire with the... Okay, this is confusing. I can tell you how it all works if you need. I'll figure it out by trial and error. That's a whole lot of right mouse buttons. However, if you just erase letters, you won't be able to clear the game. Ultimately, the main is to complete the keyword. Tab will tell me the instructions, finding out the keyword instead of the and press blah blah blah. Yeah, I'll just see what happens. This is taking too long to read. This is going to my head. It's hurting me. In order. Wait, there's words? It's multiple words? Oh no. This blows up on its own. It will still damage you. So be careful. So please be very careful. I took so long to explain this, but do you understand? Escape key will review controls. Good luck and have fun. That place Byakuya got stabbed and this place where the killer did the stabbing aren't the same. Using those words as a clue, put aside my preconceptions. Try to think about it. Something is coming to me. Just a little more. I could feel it. I could see it. Okay, let's... Oh. I'm guessing it's under the floor? What's going on? I'm looking for a U. Is there a way to speed this up? Oh, there is. Oh, I can't let them hit each other. Wait, what? Wait, how? Wait. Explode, release. Fast forward. Wait, I don't get it. Oh, I get it. So I need to fuse multiple letters at once. Huh. Where's... I need an N. So, oh, there. Wait, what happened? I'll release you there. Wait. Oh, I need to... Okay, now I need a D. Under. Where's the other E? Actually, this is kind of fun. No, that's an F. I thought that was an E. So E's are orange. Uh-oh. I need to erase you. Uh-oh. I need a T. I need... Whoops. That was close. I need an F. Whoops, I did not see that one. I need an RO. I need an RO! There we go. Whew. To be fair, that's actually kind of fun.
Got it! The killer must have stabbed Byakuya from under the floorboards.
That's actually pretty fun. Not gonna lie.
Under the floorboards?
Literally 20 seconds. Yeah, I still made it.
The floorboards in the old building are full of gaps, and there was no carpet laid out under the table. If they stuck the weapon through one of the gaps, they could have stabbed Byakuya to death.
Uh-huh.
If so, that means the killer was able to get under the floorboards. But from where? And how?
I don't know that yet, but I have a feeling there's someone here who does know.
Gundam, because his earring is back, right? Unless they were too lazy to change the model. I never really paid attention to the models. Because Gundam was the one with the missing earring.
You're the only one! Hey Gundam, you dropped your earring in the dining hall, right?
You're the only person I know who enjoys this minigame. I'm weird.
Are you referring to the Hellhound earring?
That was actually pretty fun. Like, I capture, then I release, then I combine. I didn't realize I only needed like 2 letters. I thought I needed 3, that's why I wasted a lot of time.
About that earring.
I said, are you referring to the Hellhound earring?
Yes.
About that Hellhound earring. You dropped it beneath the floorboards,
I still find it fun. It's harder than the first Hangman game, but I still find it fun. I'm pretty sure I lost more lives in the original than this one, because this one's actually a lot more controlled. Oops. Ah, there it is. I have found it. Truly, this is the Hellhound earring. Oh. Ha 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 ha. If God, it seems God exists for my benefit. I see. Good for you. However, how do I recover it? I cannot fit my arm through this opening. Were I to use a tool, it would probably not reach it either.
Just a bit longer and I would have reduced everything, including that old building, to ashes.
Uh-huh.
However, it's just as the old legend said. The Hellhound earring has returned to its owner, to me!
Is it safe to say that that earring is the one hanging from your right ear? Huh? Could it be? Gundam wasn't wearing an earring during the investigation. And if he had it on by the time the class trial began, then that means Gundam was able to retrieve his earring from beneath the floorboards during the investigation.
So, Gundam knows how to get under the floorboards.
I mean, he's always edgy.
It's understandable. After all, you fools only view the world through eyes of glass. But I am different. With the power of my 4 dark devas of destruction, it is of no concern. True, this is the evil 4th eye. Before the might of the evil 4th eye, all visual chaos is rendered asunder.
Why do you sus? I mean, Nagato and Fuyuhiko were pretty sus too.
What should I do? I'm embarrassed just listening to him.
Oh! Man up and speak more clearly!
Fine, I shall tell you all. The answer was in the storage room.
There's an entrance to the storage room?
One of my 4 dark devas of destruction, Mirage Golden Hawk, Jumpy, has seen beyond the chaos. A secret passage of doom leading to the underground lurks beneath a large assortment of random boxes. After securing a lighter from the supermarket, I threw caution to the wind and ventured below the floorboards.
Dope.
And as a result
I
of
could
that
use a donut right
lonesome
now,
battle,
actually. I really want a donut.
I was able to recover the Hellhound earring with my own 2 hands. Tremble with fear, fools! Behold my power!
Why does his voice remind me of Knuckles the Echidna?
There he goes blabbing about power and crap. You're ridiculous. You're just a breeder, you know.
Is he submissive?
Anyway, it sounds like you can go under the floorboards from the storage room.
Then that has to be how the killer did it.
Got something to eat then? No, I'm not actually hungry. I just want, for some reason, I just want a donut.
If the space beneath the floor is empty,
Like, I'm not hungry, but I'm not
that
full
far to
either.
move from the storage room to
I'm
the
in that-
dining hall.
I'm in that middle spot where I could have a snack. But it's too late to get a donut now.
I see. If they passed through the storage room, I understand why the tablecloth was put there.
The killer lurked under the floorboards during the party, and from there, stab, stab, stab!
Are you sure?
You're sus.
You don't like stab, stab, stab? Should it sound more fleshy, like...
No, I'm not talking about your sound effect. You're saying they snuck under the floorboards, but that means they would have had to leave the party, right? So, was there anyone who was able to do that?
Then whoever wasn't at the party is the killer. They must be the one who was waiting under the floorboards.
I mean, Chiaki guarded the entrance, so it can't be
Who wasn't at
Fuyuhiko.
the party again?
Fuyuhiko, but
I didn't participate, but I was guarding the entrance, remember? Monami over there can be my witness, right?
Yes, this Monami over here is your witness.
I believe there's no need to discuss this matter further, but I was unable to leave the bathroom.
I was in the kitchen for a long time, but I frequently went to the dining hall to deliver my dishes.
The only person who wasn't at the party... Judging from the photo I took before the
you guys don't need to look at the photo, it's clear.
It obviously has to be him.
Yay! It's decided!
What the fuck are you saying? I'm not the killer!
Oh, really? What happened to the tough guy who was saying stuff like, I can do it?
Don't mess with me! I'll fucking kill you!
See? You're making threats again.
Yep, that's right. Things are starting to get exciting.
You're really out for this man's blood, aren't you? I mean, since the first stream, you could tell that I was already uncomfortable with him. Good news, now I could use the silencer. Many times as you want. I don't think it's him, because if it was him, Chiaki would have noticed because Chiaki was guarding the outside. Yeah, I know what the silencer does. I like how they call them white noise. I get why it's called white noise, but in this game it's pink. It's not ungentle. Silencer will be pointless. Bang 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 to your heart's content. Bang 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 bang. Escape keys. I don't need that. I'm gonna put Chiaki. Because she was the guard, so she would have seen everything.
During the party, the killer was lurking under the floor like a cockroach.
Hey.
And they could have stared at panties all day. Without going to the storage room in the dark.
Is that true, Fuyuhiko?
Don't act like I'm the fucking killer!
But when the party started, nobody saw you, you know? That means you have no alibi.
I think he does.
The culprit is self-evident.
I missed it, but never mind. I think it's
During
it's alibi.
The killer was lurking under the floor like a cockroach.
And they could have stared at panties all day. Without going to the storage room in the...
Is that
I'm missing
true?
those.
Don't act like I'm the fucking killer!
But when the party started, nobody saw you, you know? That means you have no alibi.
No,
There we
that's
go.
wrong!
No, Fuyuhiko definitely has an alibi. Isn't that right, Chiaki?
Oh, you're right.
Huh? What happened for you, Hiko? Oh, hey. What are you doing here? All alone at a place like this? I'm standing guard so Monokuma doesn't come inside. How diligent of you.
I saw Fuyuhiko after the party started. There's no way he could have been waiting under the floor before then.
You should have said that earlier, dumbass.
It's still your fault. Like, Why were you even lurking around the old building in the first place?
Because he wants to join.
Shut up!
He's a tsundere.
Maybe there really is a secret passage to go under the floorboards from outside, and he came to spy.
No.
What'd you say, motherfucker?
Because Chiaki and Gundam couldn't find an entrance from the outside.
Oh no!
Wow, he got chewed out, but he looks super happy.
Regardless, it's impossible to go under the floorboards from outside. Chiaki and I already confirmed that.
Yeah. It's only been 2
Then
hours.
someone definitely went under the floorboards through the storage room during the party.
And I don't know how long this is gonna take.
Party. It was probably during the blackout. Well, if someone disappeared during the blackout, no one would have noticed.
Yeah.
But walking down that dark hallway to the storage room is like trying to make Eggs Benedict without any eggs.
You're right. I couldn't even see the office in that darkness, and that room was much closer.
But is it really impossible?
Mm-hmm.
It might be better if we examine that possibility a little bit more.
It was super dark, you know? There's no way you'd be able to find your way to the storage room.
I still I mean, one of the truth bullets is the kitchen equipment list. That should say the skewer number, and it also says that there's a portable stove that was missing. And it was a gas stove, not an electric stove, I think. But I can't stop thinking about it. I feel like there's something I overlooked. For clarity's sake, once again.
It appears we're getting close to the final stage. The blackened or the spotless? Which is superior?
Okay.
I think it's time to settle this.
Okay, it's time to go to bed. Nagato. You're talking crazy. Again. If kitchen equipment list, oh, there it is. I'll select it.
The hallway was really dark during the blackout. Moving to the storage room like that, it's like making a seafood bowl without fish.
Is it really not possible?
What if they used a string like the cord?
Oh, it's it's
Maybe
agreed.
there was another pair of night vision goggles?
What a pain. I'm gonna go with my gut. What if they used a light?
I agree with that.
That's what I've been trying to say the entire time since the beginning of the stream.
I know.
Well, not the beginning.
The killer had a
like,
light with him.
Earlier in the stream.
Oh, I was right? But where could they have found a light?
The missing
There was
stove
one
top.
nearby for sure. See? It's written on the kitchen's equipment list.
20 forks, 20 knives, 20 spoons, 5 iron skewers, 3 frying pans, 20 wine glasses. There are also iron plates for barbecue and even a portable stove for cooking hot pots. Iron plates and portable stove. I do not recall seeing them on the shelf over there. The kitchen seems to be well kept. There should be no problems using it.
It's the portable stove.
I was right! Let's go, let's go. It was the stove.
The portable stove isn't powered by electricity, and it's also small enough to carry around.
I was right, yes.
So, the killer used the portable stove
I
to
was
move
right.
from the hallway to the storage room during the blackout.
This will be better if it actually is Teru.
I see. I never considered the portable stove. But there's a hole in your argument.
Huh?
A hole? What kind of hole? It would be great if you could explain it to me in much more detail.
Die in a hole.
Oh, I wasn't making a perverted joke or anything. It's really not a perverted joke. I'm serious.
Beginner's luck. Can you really still call me a beginner? I've already played Danganronpa 1.
Repeating yourself just makes it even more suspicious.
I prefer, first year student or something, I don't know.
Now then, Hajime, will you battle against me?
Is this another sword fight?
No, that's wrong. Will you be able to break through my argument?
Oh boy. What does he mean battle? It sounds like he's enjoying a game or something. Fire door, if I remember. If I remember correctly, it was fire door, right? I don't know. Because this game doesn't really use truth bullets. Is it?
Did you forget what Kazuichi said earlier? He said the hall was too dark to see the office. The light from the stove that you mentioned. It contradicts his testimony. Or are you intentionally doubting his testimony?
I have no idea. Seen the port. Ichi said.
Did you forget what Kazuichi said earlier?
Oh.
He said the hall was too dark to see the office. The light from the stove that you mentioned. It contradicts his testimony. Or are you intentionally doubting his testimony?
I have no idea. I still don't know where the direction goes.
Did you forget what Kazuichi said earlier? He said the hall was too dark to see the office. The light from the stove that you mentioned.
How am I supposed to know which direction?
His testimony. Or are you intentionally doubting his testimony?
How am I supposed to know the direction?
Did you forget what Kazuichi said earlier? He said the hall was too dark to see the office. The light from the stove that you mentioned. It contradicts his testimony. Or are you intentionally doubting his testimony? I can't back down! Did you forget what Kazuichi said earlier? He said the hall was too dark to see the office. The light from the stove that you mentioned. It contradicts his testimony. Or are you intentionally doubting his testimony?
Oh wait, how? How am I supposed to reach that? I hate this.
Did you forget what Kazuichi said earlier? He said the hall was too dark to see the office. The light from the stove that you mentioned. It contradicts his testimony. Or are you intentionally doubting his testimony? I can't back down!
I don't doubt what Kazuichi said.
Oh, I just spammed the
What are you trying to say?
I just need to survive.
The reason Kazuichi couldn't see the up was because the hallway was so if a light was shining in such a dark hallway.
Oops. It's the wrong truth bullet.
Crap! The reason Kazuichi couldn't see the up was because the hallway was dark. So if a light was shining in such a dark hallway, wouldn't Kazuichi have seen it?
Is this it?
Allow me to cut through those words!
Oh,
did you forget?
Even if it...
Or are you just
I thought I was...
you forgot?
I thought turning red means it's bad, but... It means I'm cutting through it.
Huh? What are you talking about?
There should have been a wall that blocked light.
Yeah, but the fire door. The fire door...
I'm talking about the fire door in the hallway.
The fire door can block light.
If you close it, it would form a perfect wall in the hallway. Plus, the hallway rounds a corner just beyond the fire door. So even if there was a small gap in the door,
yeah, he said the Makoto thing, but
corner,
deeper.
The light still wouldn't.
I see. To actually notice the fire door. Just as expected of the ultimate... Oh. You still don't remember your talent, do you?
Who cares about that right now?
Nagito, what are you plotting? For someone who insists he's not the killer, you are quite nosy.
Thanks for the stream. That's fine.
You sound so scary. If you're that angry, why don't you take a deep breath?
Take care, you too.
You sure like to piss us off.
How
about I shut your fucking mouth?
You can see the results after the stream.
Hey! It's okay if you guys fight, but I won't allow a burly brawl that might offend people. More importantly, can you hurry up and decide who's the blackened already? Time runs out when I get bored.
Fine, I get it. You're telling me to pass the torch, right?
Pass the torch?
We're going to ask the real killer, not an imposter like me, to show themselves.
You're obviously the killer, right?
Stop being dumb.
If you think I am, I really don't mind. Whatever conclusion you ultimates arrive at, I will accept it, no matter what it is.
So you're telling me to call out the real killer? Even though I don't want to condemn that person, but it's Teru because it's in the kitchen. There's no other way, right? The person who used the hallway's fire door as cover and used the portable stove to move in the dark and snuck under the floorboards to stab Byakuya to death using the glowing paint as a mark. So the only killer I can think of is Teru, because it's the kitchen. You and only.
You're the only one! Teru. Could it be you?
Huh? What? What are you talking about?
Teru's the killer? Is that true?
What are you talking about? There's no way!
It is him.
Of course, that's simply my assumption. So if you have an objection, please speak freely. Objection or not, why am I being treated like the killer? Because the portable stove used in the murder came from the kitchen.
That's it?
That's the only reason you're treating me like a killer? Isn't that a little drastic? You're cruel. Cruel. Too cruel.
I hope it is you.
Teru. That attitude is so not like you. For the ultimate cook to get so upset.
Call me chef.
If you fall to aspersions like this, who will be there to support the future of the culinary arts?
The future of the culinary arts?
That's right. For the future of the culinary arts, you must face this and fight it fair and square.
You're right. Yeah, that's totally right.
So what's an aspersion anyway? Is it yummy?
Did you know asbestos is yummy too? You should try some later.
No.
Nagito, why are you interfering?
Let's assume that the killer used a light, and that they used the fire door to mask that light, and that they moved to the storage room and snuck under the floorboards. It's dark under the floorboards too, so how would they be able to stab Byakuya? You're not gonna say they shined the light on Byakuya, right? The plan would have been ruined if he noticed.
But the glow-in-the-dark paint, he could have probably seen it on.
That's right. What do you think about that?
There's no way you can answer, right? You personally haven't investigated what's beneath the floorboards.
If that's the case, then Gundam should know. He actually went under the floorboards.
No. Unfortunately, there was nothing related to the incident under the floorboards. The only thing I found was a strange liquid shining in the darkness, near where Byakuya's blood was dripping.
What? A shining liquid in the dark? That sounds super important!
If there was a shining mark like that, they would have been able to move to it in the dark, right?
And in doing so, it might have been possible for them to use that mark to target the victim.
Oh, the knife. Because the knife was glowing, right?
I can prove it with this. The mark you're talking about is the glowing paint that was applied to the knife, right?
By using the glowing paint as a target, they were able to judge where to stab even in the dark.
Yeah.
I see. The killer didn't target an actual person. They just struck the moment the glowing paint moved.
That would be the moment someone grabbed a hold of the knife.
So, the killer used the mark that I prepared for finding the knife as a mark for stabbing. I see. That's why Byakuya got killed when he took the knife.
But if they were able to do that, wouldn't that mean the killer knew about Nagito's plan all along?
Well, Teru!
Seriously? I don't know anything. Really? I don't know anything at all.
I'm not sure if I'm conveying it right now, but I have a big smile on my face because it's probably Teru.
Then can I ask everyone a question instead?
You again? Just stop already!
Now. We should give everyone a fair opportunity to speak.
If Teru is the killer, that would mean he went to the storage room during the blackout. And just what did Ibuki hear during the blackout?
Ah! Don't step on my feet!
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
I mean, you could probably still hear someone from the gaps under the floorboard, right?
Ow!
Turn the damn lights on! I can't eat like this, you know?
Because those gaps were pretty deep, and they were pretty open, too.
You guys? Where are you? Wasn't the blackout just in the kitchen?
She heard Teru's voice in the dining hall?
Doesn't that prove Teru was in the dining hall during the blackout?
But the gaps in the wall.
That's right!
In the wall.
That's exactly it!
You started there, so...
But Teru was in the kitchen the moment the blackout occurred, right? So, why was he in the dining hall?
I thought the blackout was only in the kitchen, so I panicked and ran out of there.
Are you sure?
Of course, the hallway was dark too, but somehow
I would have bumped into a
managed
wall.
to move along the wall toward everyone's voices.
Well, it's not that far to move along the wall from the kitchen to the dining hall.
I think it's the gap under the... Cause
That sounds fishy.
if the next truth bullet if the next set of truth bullets has gap in the wall in the floors, then I'll select that.
If I remember correctly, you can tell when a person is lying by licking their sweat.
That's a JoJo reference.
So, if you want, you should try licking me.
I hope you die.
No way! You look greasy. But I heard Teru's voice in the dining hall. Ibuki swears on her honor.
That's right. Teru was in the dining hall, not the storage room. Which means he's not the killer.
No, that's not it. Why? Why do you want to keep falsely accusing me?
Okay, you're not defending
It's
yourself.
not like I want to blame you.
You should be so proud of yourself, Hajime. You're just progressing toward the hope you believe in. Now, Hajime, show me more of your hope. Will that be enough to crush Teru's hope?
Is this going to be the rhythm game now? No, it's not. It's still... Okay, like I said, if gaps... Oh, there! Gaps on the floorboard.
Let me ask you again.
Let's hear everything.
Did you go to the storage room during the blackout?
There's no way I went to the storage room. I was somewhere totally different.
I definitely heard Teru's voice.
No doubt you did.
It's handsome, unlike his face. Maybe it was a recording or something? Nope, definitely a live voice.
Right, as long as I have her testimony. The fact that I was in the dining hall cannot be disputed. I'll shoot through that contradiction.
Yeah, I doubt that.
Just because we heard Teru's voice in the dining hall doesn't mean he was literally in the dining hall.
Huh? Why?
Remember the floor in the dining hall? It was full of gaps, right?
Yeah.
So even if you shouted from under the floor, it should have sounded just like the voices in the dining hall.
Oh yes, let's do this. Let's do this.
But
I see. So he brazenly shouted from under the floor to make us think he was in the dining hall.
Is that true, Teru Teru?
hold on a second.
Can you explain this, Teru Teru?
I told you to wait a second, ain't I? What are y'all even saying anymore? I'm telling you, I was in that there dining hall during the blackout.
What's with your accent?
Where are you from again?
Ooh, I was born in West Asafu and raised in South Aoyama.
Hey, you guys! This guy's a major liar!
If Teru Teru was in the dining hall during the blackout, he should have been there after the power returned, right?
Well, I believe so. There's no way he could have gone back and forth in that dark hallway.
Huh? Was Teru Teru actually there during that time?
I sure was. I was there the whole damn time.
Something like this shouldn't be decided by gut instinct. People's lives are at stake.
Damn right. You guys should have been deciding this on the spot with your hazy memories.
Yeah, you're definitely dumb.
His accent is getting even worse. He's definitely lying.
However, I am not sure. I believe that he was there, and I believe that he was not there.
No! Is there any way we can decide?
Why don't we consult his memories?
His memories?
Gosh, yeah, don't be saying things like that. Don't make no sense. Can you even prove I wasn't in the dining hall?
I probably can.
Oh, you again.
Why not? During blackout, I just need to throw a question at him. He should know about the he didn't comment on the embarrassing post, and we know he's a pervert. Can't be this, right? Why not? If it's wrong, who cares?
I can prove it with this.
He should have known because he's a pervert.
If you're claiming that you were in the dining hall when the power came back, then you should know how Mikan was positioned at the time.
Oh. Right? Wait, I got that right?
What?
That was... I just guessed that.
Don't make me remember. It's so embarrassing.
No, this is a very important question. Well, Teru Teru, if you were really in the dining hall at that time, you should know the answer to that.
He doesn't know.
Huh? It was a pretty clever way of tripping. There's no way you'd forget about it so easily.
They really want to focus on this.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I showed you something so unsightly.
How about it? You can't answer, Teru Teru?
That's weird. Just slipped from my mind.
You're a pervert.
There's
you
no
won't
way
forget
it
that.
would slip from your mind, especially
Yeah.
not a pervert like you.
Even so.
Uh-huh.
Nagito, say something.
I guess you might have to give up now.
Wait, give up? What do you mean, give up?
Are we gonna do that, rhythm game?
Teru Teru. I'm disappointed too, you know. It's lonely watching someone I admire reach the limits of their hope. It kind of feels like a broken dream.
Okay, we got your fetish.
Nagito, what are you doing? Why are you messing with the killer like that?
Hold on a sec. Don't go moving this along on your own like I really am the killer.
Huh? But it's already decided, right?
No murder weapon hadn't been cleared up yet, yeah?
It's the skewers. I've been saying it.
I can't understand him anymore.
I've been saying it
It
since
appears
last
he's
stream.
saying the murder weapon hasn't been cleared up yet.
You understand him?
But it's such a sad defense. This is too cruel.
Oh, you calling me the killer, then where's the weapon?
Come on, Monumi! Enough with the whimpering and translate!
He said, if you're calling me the killer, then where's the weapon?
Are country accents really that hard to understand?
Weapon, huh? It's not the knife, right?
Judging from Byakuya's wounds, it was a thin-edged tool that's roughly 5 millimeters in diameter.
Like the skewers.
Also, if they stabbed from under the floorboards, the weapon would need to be at least 50 centimeters in length.
After all this, who cares about the weapon?
Not good enough! Not good enough at all!
He said, not good enough. Not good enough at all.
Fine, I got it. Let's try thinking about what the weapon was.
Wanna do it? Wanna do it?
He said, try to do it.
What a confusing accent.
Anyway, we need to focus and think about this. A thin-edged tool with a diameter of about 5 millimeters and at least 5 centimeters in length. Murder weapon... It's the iron skewer. What? Oh, it's this again. Okay. At least this time I get it. Yeah, iron skewer. It has enough. Oops. And... I need an R. Oops. Skewer. I just lost an S. Whoops. And now I need a W. Whoops, whoops. Fuck. I wasn't fast enough. And I lost that W. Wait, how do you spell skewer? Wait. Oh, it's a K. Now it's a W. Skew. Now I need an R. Cause I was confused if it was either a K or a W as the second letter. Okay, there's the R. There we go.
I got it!
So if W wasn't working, I was like, okay, it's a K then.
That's it! The weapon must be the iron skewer!
Huh? The iron skewer?
Before the party, as Byakuya was confiscating all the dangerous items, he spoke to Teru Teru.
I checked the equipment list and there seemed to be one iron skewer missing. My brain farted and I was like, oh wait, it's a K, not a W. Ah, that's right. As far as I know, it's been missing from the start.
So that missing iron skewer is the weapon?
An iron skewer would match up with the wounds perfectly.
Hey, Teru Teru, where'd you hide the iron skewer?
Avril Lavigne!
Avril Lavigne?
Avril Lavigne?
Huh? Did he really just say that?
He's just saying random shit to fuck with us. You probably...
This school trip has a no littering rule. If he had violated it, the island sirens would be ringing non-stop.
Island sirens? Just for littering?
Also, I was on guard duty, and I never once saw Teru Teru leave the old building.
Which means he obviously hid it somewhere in the old building.
It's probably the kitchen again, right?
Teru Teru, just man up and be straight with us.
He's bisexual.
Oh.
Or pansexual.
Oh, oh, whoa!
Finally, we are nearing the end. A corner opponent will be surrounded by soul shields and will simply not listen to what you have to say. They will probably pain you to condemn. Oh, is this a new minigame? This. You must argue with your opponent and destroy their soul shields. High-speed dispute battle will beat down a panicked opponent's excuses and nonsense. The bullet time panic talk action. PTA. Oh. You must destroy your opponent's remarks to the temple. Oh yeah, it's still here. Okay, I know what to do. And then it's tab to refill the bullets. Okay, I remember this one. I just end up spamming this. So, let's go. I'm gonna fail here. Because I just spam.
Oh. What the hell you say a YouTuber called a hick?
He said, oh, what the hell are you even saying, you stupid country hick?
I guess we have no choice but to somehow find out for ourselves.
Do we really need to find out the murder weapon? I mean, he could have hid it in like some of the food, like the big meat on the bone. Early before the party started. Yeah, there. I just pointed at it. He could have hid it in that meat of the bone. On the bone. Meat on the bone. Meat on the bone? Oops, I skipped the dialogue. Thoroughly. Where did he hide? Think carefully.
He said, I'm not hiding anything.
It's probably the meat on the bone then.
I'm hiding anything. I'm not hiding anything.
Terror conclusive. Okay.
Shut up! That's
Wait.
impossible! Nonsense! Unforgivable! I don't know! Paris Hilton! Shut up! That's impossible! Nonsense! Unforgivable! I don't know! Paris Hilton! Unforgivable! Where would the weapon be?
S meat on the bone.
This is the end.
That caught me off guard. But I know later on I need to stock up on bullets.
Could the iron skewer have been hidden inside the piece of meat on the bone?
What are you saying? There's no way I'd hide anything in a place like that.
That's clearly impossible. I mean, that's inside the food.
Impossible. That's what Byakuya and I thought. That's why we overlooked it.
It seems there's no dangerous item here, like that skewer on the churrasco? I still can't say that earlier inside a pile of food. That appears to be the case. Phew. I wouldn't have known. I would not. Oh, he said fish bones and meat bones are dangerous items too.
But in fact, the only place you could hide the weapon was inside the food that couldn't be inspected.
Because the game made us take notice of it, like, hey look, it's a meat on the bone, like the ones in the cartoons or something.
Out of all the dishes you prepared, the only one that could hide a weapon as long as an iron skewer is the meat on the bone.
What now?
I'm using my right to remain silent.
There's no way that exists here.
Yeah.
We need to confirm this now! So if we eat that tasty-looking piece of meat and find the iron skewer inside, bullseye!
All right. Monokuma or Monami, one of you hurry and bring over that piece of meat.
1 minute. Just give me 1 minute. I'll eat the whole thing!
You could take it out.
Wait, hold on a second. Time out, time out.
What are you doing? Hurry up and bring it over!
About that.
Monokuma's missing.
Where did Monokuma go? I'm right here! I'm already eating it! A bear that eats meat!
Wait, now that I think about it, that's pretty normal.
It is.
What is this? So yummy!
Damn it! That's my meat!
I've never eaten anything like it in my entire life! The taste brings me back to my days in the wild.
You're a teddy bear.
This is bad. Seriously, this is really bad.
My! There's something inside the meat! Look what came out!
Wait, the bone was the skewer?
Isn't that?
But the food was contaminated. Like, he literally stuffed Byakuya with that.
Is that an iron skewer? Check it out. The handle looks like it's made of bone. Pretty clever.
The sword of destruction, encased in bone and sheathed in meat. It brought catastrophe
And
unto
Byakuya.
Byakuya.
And they ate it.
As expected of Teru Teru. Such a fantastic weapon from the ultimate chef.
Uh-huh.
You're wrong. I'm not the killer. I'm not the kind of person who would kill someone. I got it. You all set me up. You guys set me up so you could blame this on me.
Jeez, what a disappointment. Such an unseemly defense for an ultimate like you. Can you really call that hope?
Hey, Nagito. I'm sorry, but can you just be quiet?
Sass.
He said, you're all nothing but a bunch of poor, loudmouth, fast food eating hicks.
You don't need to translate anymore. Somehow I can tell what he's trying to say.
Let's just deal with Nagito later. More importantly, we should first...
I guess we need to settle this. Once and for all. To do that, we need to go over the entire incident from beginning to end and make everything clear.
It's a storyboarding one. Go over the entire incident. Then I can prove Teru's crime. That's right, if I don't do that, we can't end this no matter how much time passes.
So, we need to do it.
Okay, I know this. Don't worry, I'll skip this. I'll skip this, because I know how this works. Closing argument. Okay, stock 1. So... the weapons are... right here, right? Glow-in-the-dark knife. I think that's important. Whoops! Oh! That's not it. Whoops. Oh, so I... What? Wait. What the? None of these fit here then. Okay, that one's right. So it's not like the first one. This one's a lot harder. That's there, so I doubt that's it. Stock 2. Not all of them are useful. So here, I think, yeah, this one is when we were allocated roles. And then okay, I guessed that. Okay, I'm gonna get this one wrong. I don't know. Oh, never mind. The air conditioning turns on. Oh yeah, I have 7 seconds. So the last section is complete. Okay, try to cover it. Okay. Night vision goggles. Turn on, and the iron turns on. There we go.
Here's everything that happened in this case. Let's try going over the whole incident, beginning with right after the party started.
Okay, that was difficult.
Byakuya had us gather in the dining hall of the old
I thought it was
building
just
near
like the old
hotel.
one, but I was wrong, and not all the stocks are useful.
He was extra cautious about a murder occurring that night because of a threatening letter he received. Therefore, he decided to throw a party so he could monitor us.
This is weird to listen to.
Though one person didn't come, the rest of us assembled at the dining hall, and the party was underway.
This is weird to listen to without Makoto's voice.
But at that time, the trap set by a certain someone was already in motion. They plugged 3 irons into the outlets in the storage room, which nearly capped the power usage.
Yeah.
Additionally, they prepared something else that would activate at 11:30 p.m.
So this was Nagato.
The air conditioners in the office and dining hall.
We should keep an
They
eye
had
on
already set the
Nagato.
timers for these. Thanks to the irons maxing out the power usage, the breaker was tripped when the air conditioners kicked on. Since the windows in the old building were covered, the blackout plunged the dining hall into total darkness. But when that happened, Byakuya took out a specific item that he brought in his case. That item was the night vision goggles. Byakuya was so concerned about a murder occurring that he brought a variety of security equipment with him. When he put on his night vision goggles, Byakuya witnessed a certain someone making a suspicious move.
That was Nagato.
He saw Nagito guiding himself with the desk lamp's power cord so he could get under the table.
Yep.
That's right. Everything up to that point was all part of Nagito's plan.
But why did Teru
The
Teru
murder
kill?
warning to Byakuya, the source of the blackout, it was all Nagito. While the blackout was happening, someone else, the real killer, began making their move in the kitchen.
They unintentionally worked with each other.
The killer probably already knew about Nagito's plan, so they knew a blackout was coming. That's why the killer prepared all the items they would need to commit their crime in the dark beforehand. They needed a light source, which was provided by the portable stove in the kitchen. They needed a weapon, too. This had also been hidden in the kitchen beforehand.
Shink.
The long iron skewer used in the churrasco dish.
Oh,
The killer hid that
churrasco.
inside that meat with the bone in it.
That's how you say it.
With the weapon and portable stove in hand, the killer stepped out into the hallway. First, they closed the fire door in the hallway so their light source wouldn't peek toward the dining hall. Then, guided by the light, the killer headed toward the storage room and grabbed a specific item.
Done. Whoosh.
That's right, a tablecloth to block the blood splatter.
Assassin's Creed.
With this, the killer finished their preparations and snuck under the floorboards through the secret passage. They probably turned off the portable cooking stove at that point, or left it near the entrance of the door. The floor in the dining hall is full of gaps, so there's no way they could have safely held a light source.
With the glowing paint.
But thanks to the glowing mark they painted earlier, the killer was able to get beneath the table. Under the table, Byakuya found the knife that had been hidden there. If only he had retreated, he probably wouldn't have gotten killed, but he had to retrieve that knife. And at that moment,
What? Yeah, why did he need to retrieve
the
that
killer
knife?
lurking beneath the floorboard stabbed straight up with the iron skewer. The killer had been waiting in the dark for the moment when the glowing paint began to move. After they murdered Byakuya, the killer purposefully shouted from beneath the floorboards to make it seem like they were still in the dining hall. Afterward, they came out from underneath the floorboards and rushed back to the kitchen. And then, after hiding the murder
If
weapon in
your
the
hearing
kitchen,
was so
they
great, you
rejoined
should
the
be
group
able
as
to
if
notice the
nothing had
difference
happened.
between distance and stuff.
There's only one person who would have been able to commit this crime. Especially if that person is someone who'd think of an unexpected way to hide a weapon inside food.
I hope they cleaned it, because that's contaminating.
Isn't that right, Teru Teru Hanamura? That's what happened. How about it? Did I get anything wrong?
This is a mistake. A mistake.
Yes, he
I
gets-
tell you,
he
I
gets
would
killed.
never, I
Yay.
would never kill anyone. Would never.
He's dead. I'm so happy he's dead.
It seems
He's dead.
this is the end.
But I think it's like downhill from here because he's the only one I actually truly didn't like. Let's see your execution. How did I go? Ah. It's not an A. Oh well.
It looks like your argument has come to a close. Oops! I lost control of my wild side for a second. Was that a side effect of the meat I just ate? Well,
there was blood in that meat.
Let's move along to the nerve-wracking voting time! Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Oh, just a reminder, make triple sure you vote for someone.
Triple sure, I'm gonna use that from now on instead of double.
If you don't vote, I'm gonna eat you up just like that meat from earlier.
Why did this happen?
It's Danganronpa, sweetie. It's bound to happen more.
Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
This would be a lot more, like, interesting if it wasn't scripted.
Such heart-pounding excitement!
Like people actually, like things actually influence the votes. Like the player can vote too. Yes, he's dead. That took almost the entire stream, but I'm not overtimed yet.
Correct!
That's right, this time the blackened responsible for killing Byakuya Togami is Teruteru Hanamura.
No.
I don't need to read you out. Are you serious? Of all these people, are you saying a pounce like him is the one who killed Byakuya? but... Why? Why did you kill him?
You've got it wrong.
It was a mistake. I'm telling you, it was just a mistake. I was only trying to save you guys.
Hey!
I was only trying to stop Nagito from murdering one of you. Huh? Trying to stop? What do you mean? I spent all morning in the old building preparing the dishes and the party, and then my second screen died. I heard a weird laughter from the dining hall, and when I peeked over there, I saw him. I saw Nagito in the middle of cleaning duty, putting the knife under the table. Why didn't he just tell us? I had a bad feeling about it, so I continued to watch what he was doing. Why didn't you? And I saw him place the irons he bought in the storage room and mess with the air conditioner timers. Why didn't you tell us? Plus he was grinning, just grinning by himself the whole time. So I questioned him.
When that happened, he... You caught me?
I've been caught?
What?
Been caught?
Hey!
What are you doing? Why are you scheming? I'm trying to kill someone, of course. Teru, just to let you know, it's pointless of you to try to stop me. If you stop me now, it doesn't matter. I will never give up. They could have... he could have told people and we could have put him on watch. Whether it's tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, or the days beyond that, I'm definitely gonna start the killing.
Impossible!
What? No matter how much you want to lead this island, that's just... I see, so that's what you think.
Well...
But that's not it. This isn't about my survival. I just want the killing to start.
What?
What are you saying? I love everyone here. That's why I want to be of good use to them. I love all the Ultimates and I admire them for being symbols of hope.
Amazing!
That's right. In the name of hope, I love everyone's talents from the bottom of my heart. That's why I don't want them to lose against something like killing. I want You're like the anti-Junko. I want them to prove to me that hope will never lose, no matter how daunting the despair they face may seem. I want everyone to prove to me that hope will never lose to despair.
No.
What are you saying? I don't stand it at all.
See?
And he could have taken the knife himself. Isn't it typical that if you face a strong enemy, you will become even stronger yourself? Which means the stronger the despair you face, the stronger everyone's hope will be, right? I want to see that brightness, and in order to see it, I'm going to become everyone's stepping stone. I want to make your hopes shine. It's as simple as that. That's right, I yearn for a powerful hope that can overcome any kind of despair.
You're kidding, right?
Are you kidding? Don't tell me you're actually serious?
Man.
So you don't understand. That's fine. I don't really mind. I'm just an obsessed fanboy, so it's alright that this love of mine is unrequited. I suppose I could be called the ultimate fanatic.
No way!
You? There's something wrong with you. Really? Do you really think so? Do you really think there's something wrong with me?
Hey.
He even has the weird eyes like Junko. But isn't that what love is? Nagato, what is the meaning of this? Explain to me. I don't understand anything about this story at all.
See?
See, if you have a favorite boxer, don't you want him to fight against a strong opponent and win?
Don't fuck with me!
You better not compare us to that.
What?
Huh? Am I wrong? It's a given that trials are necessary to become strong, and the harsher the trial, the stronger you become, no? For mere humans, killings are simply a tragedy, but for worthy humans, a trial such as this can elevate their status to an even higher level.
Amazing!
It's amazing to me that someone as untalented as myself can become that trial. There's no point in someone like me surviving. It's far more significant for me to die as everyone else's trial.
Great!
There's no greater honor than becoming the foundation so that your values may ascend to brave new heights.
What's going on?
Stop it. You're seriously starting to piss me off.
What's going on?
I don't understand it at all. Are you saying you basically wanted to commit murder for fun? It's not the same as someone killing for fun, but I guess it's the same in your eyes. It's all the same in your eyes. I have no intention of surviving and leaving you all to die. Is that why you didn't mind when Teru discovered your plan?
That's wrong.
Or perhaps that was intentional too.
So...
Nagato wanted to involve us in the killing. Plus, it'd be better for him if the mystery was more complex. Is that why you blatantly revealed your plan to Teru? You expected to pique. You expected to pique Teru's curiosity, and you looked forward to the mystery becoming more complex?
Well...
You're basically right. It's true I was looking forward to that. That's why I took the time to tell him about the secret passage I found while I was cleaning.
What?
That was your doing as well?
You're right.
I just casually mentioned it. Oh, it's dangerous if you fall, so don't get too close to it.
Hey!
This dude, he's seriously batshit he's seriously batshit crazy. He's insane. That's right. That's why I tried to stop him, you know?
However...
But why? Why did you kill Byakuya instead? Because he didn't know. I don't know. Because Nagato was the one who was supposed to take that knife. That's why I aimed and trusted the iron skewer there. And that's why Byakuya... But why is Byakuya the one who died? It was supposed to be Nagato, not him. Byakuya... probably tried to stop Nagato from grabbing the knife. And then, in place of Nagato...
Nope.
No, I don't think that's it. Huh?
Perhaps...
Byakuya was probably trying to protect Nagato.
What?
What did you say?
See?
Because Byakuya said so, didn't he? Don't worry, as long as I'm leader, I won't let anyone become a victim.
I will guide you all.
That much I promise. Oh, I do have to do voice acting.
Could it be? In order to keep that promise?
As long as he was wearing that night vision goggles, I'm sure he saw someone moving under the floorboards. They're night vision goggles, not farsight. Well, I mean, I don't know. And that someone was aiming for Nagato.
Why?
So Byakuya gave his life to protect Nagato, even though he was trying to take the knife? I see. Byakuya is amazing. To keep his promise to protect everyone, he actually threw his own life away. And yet...
Such despair.
I never expected an ending like this. And I said, what? But we shouldn't let him die in vain. I'm sure everyone will become even stronger by overcoming this despair.
No way.
Could it be? You knew Byakuya would protect you, so you set him up to fail.
Someone like me?
Of course not. I'm not that good at calculating, same. I just took some precautionary measures. The result of that were going to be my fun for later. Just kidding.
How unexpected.
But I never expected it would turn out like this. I never thought I'd be the one to survive. But since it was my life that had been saved, I didn't want to just waste it. So I decided to help Teru Teru. Why? Why? Well, because Teru Teru decided to commit his crime because he had a strong hope, right? Which means his actions were motivated by hope. If he was willing to go that far, I thought he might truly be the person whose existence I was waiting for. I thought he might be the hope that could defeat any type of despair. That's Mikoto. In order for me to confirm it, I decided to help Teru Teru. What do you mean, confirm? Just stop it already.
Well...
Plus, I couldn't really help myself when I also empathized with Teru Teru. After all, he wanted to kill me, but he ended up killing Byakuya instead, you know? If I left in a confused state, this trial might have been ruined, right?
Isn't that right?
But in order for hope to grow, this trial was absolutely necessary. That's why I decided to help him. I told him, I don't care if I die, so you should just focus on escaping this island.
Right?
Those were my words to him before the investigation. Isn't that right, Teru Teru?
Man.
In the end, my help just wasn't enough, and this turned out to be a bad ending for Teru Teru. But you should be proud of yourself. You will not die in vain.
Great!
You will become a splendid sacrifice for everyone else, so their hope can grow even more powerful.
Impossible!
Sacrifice?
Shut up! Shut up!
Seriously, stop it already. I'm gonna go crazy just listening to you.
Hey!
Hey, is it really okay for us to leave this crazy bastard alone like this?
Huh?
Isn't it better if we just fucking kill him off? Kill, he said. High school students are so violent these days. But the person who's gonna get killed now isn't Nagato. It's Teru Teru. Ick?
What's the matter?
I can't believe I did that laugh. You didn't forget, right? Because I told you already at the beginning, right? If the blackened killer loses, a fun punishment awaits them.
Wait!
Hold on.
No.
That was, how should I put it? An accident. An act of self-defense. Not intentional. So was Leon. And he still got killed. Well, I feel it's possible it's not my fault.
Hey!
It doesn't matter if it's an accident, self-defense, or intentional. A murder is still a murder. If you kill someone, that's murder.
Hey!
But isn't there anything like sympathy judgments in extenuating circumstances, or maybe even a probation?
Impossible!
I don't accept any of those claims.
That's
not.
Hey!
Save me, you guys. I was only trying to stop Nagito, so.
Why you?
Be honest, after learning about Nagito's plan, you saw an opportunity, right? You probably thought nobody would find out if you killed him after messing up his plan, right? That's what you thought. Yeah, I think he also wanted to escape the island. That's why he didn't tell anyone.
Wrong!
You're wrong. There's no way a person who has no malice would kill someone like that. Or he could have taken the knife and put it somewhere else. In truth, you were just desperate to kill Nagito and willing to sacrifice everyone else to survive, right? Just be honest already, at least in the end. You're dead, pervert.
No.
Wow.
That is...
Teru.
Why?
If only you didn't try to kill Nagito, Byakuya would still be alive.
Answer me.
Why did you commit murder? Answer me, Teru. I just wanted to go home.
I needed to go back home no matter what!
Because she's waiting for me. Mama. She's waiting for me at home. Oh, you're a mama's boy. No wonder why you're Then why are you a pervert? She's waiting all by herself for the day I graduate Hospital Academy and come home.
Okay, I'm going now. When I come back, I think we should talk again about opening an Aoyama and Azabu location.
Oh my, you're still talking about that?
Ah.
Oh, I'm serious. The Academy guarantees success for its graduates, right?
So they have country accents.
I know it's gonna be difficult by yourself, but wait for me until then, okay?
Yes, you're right.
Okay, I know I hated him, but now I'm kind of feeling guilty.
Then I'll just have to do my best to keep the Hanamura Diner from going out of business until then.
Uh-huh.
Mom, you don't have to work so hard. What if you collapse again while I'm gone?
I'll be fine. Moms are strong.
Uh-huh.
I won't lose to some illness.
Oh.
I know that already.
I know that already.
I promised her I'd become a full-fledged cook and save the Hanamura Diner. Mama's waiting for me to keep that promise. Even though she's sick and alone, she's still waiting for me.
That's why I need to go home!
Teru. But if we're told our memories were stolen and that several years have passed since our first day,
Hey!
then what happened to Hanamura Diner? What happened to my mom who's still waiting for me? Do you believe... So, you did believe what Monokuma said?
Damn it!
You were saying all along, it's okay, I'll never believe something like this? So why?
Wrong!
I still don't believe it. There's no way I can believe it. It has to be a lie.
That's why I wanted to go home!
I wanted to go home and confirm it. I wanted to make sure it was all just a lie. I wanted to make sure that I could still have a place to go home. God, Teru, you... I don't believe it. I don't believe it. It's not that Teru didn't believe it. He believed it more than anyone else here. That's why he kept denying it, because he believed it. He needed to deny it. Damn it, if only I knew how he felt, something like this would have never happened.
I
wanted to confirm by any means necessary. I had to do something. That's why when I heard Nagito's plan, I found out he was trying to kill someone if I left him alone. That's why...
Fine.
So you wanted the first kill.
I'm sorry.
You guys... It doesn't mean I wanted to sacrifice any of you, but it was the only thing I could do. And I ended up killing Byakuya instead of Nagato. Ah, I see.
I think I'm the one who went crazy.
Teru. I see, interesting, but as far as motives to kill are concerned, wanting to see your mom is so boring. What?
So...
It seems there's no point in basking in the afterglow, so let's hurry up and begin the punishment.
You can't!
Oh, you...
Jeez! Get out of my way! Well now.
There now. The annoying little sister has been dealt with. Let's get back to business.
Wait!
Hold on a sec. I'm not asking for forgiveness anymore, but at least...
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment!
For Teru Hanemura, the ultimate cook.
Hey!
Call me chef. No, wait. That's not what I...
Please!
At least... Please tell me at least what happened to the Hanemura diner to Mama.
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Lies! I won't believe this!
I won't believe it.
Mama!
You should be the ultimate mama's boy. Game over. Teru has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. I bet he's gonna get cooked. Because all these punishments are ironic, so I bet he's gonna get cooked. Execute ultimate cook. Or not. It's just the flat out firing squad. He doesn't even get cooked. Oh wait, no, that's honey. So he gets glazed and then cooked. Oh, it's like tempura. They covered him in egg, then they put panko on him, then they're gonna deep fry him. So it is cooking. Yeah, it is cooking. But like I said, I was already spoiled that technically speaking no one really dies in this game except one person.
Extreme!
Yahoo! He said it. The adrenaline rush is rushing through me.
Damn it!
Are you fucking serious?
How cruel.
Why? Why did you do something so cruel?
What?
Huh? Didn't you learn? Didn't you learn in elementary school? If you badmouth someone, the teacher writes it in a note and makes whoever you badmouth read it in front of the class.
No.
When that happens, only then do you think about how it feels to be badmouthed. The same applies to murder.
What are you saying?
You're the one who drove him to do it.
So cruel. This is just too cruel.
Nice!
Well, it can't be helped. Rules are rules, and this is the killing rule after all. What rule? You're the one who's breaking the rules. Hmm? I can't just let that slide. What do you mean? When you mentioned the motive, didn't you also promise something? However, there's a catch. Don't tell me the catch is... Figured it out yet? That's right. You guys have to kill each other. That's my bargaining point. You guys wanna know, right? What happened to your school memory? You want your school memories returned to you, right? And you better start killing. A penny for your thoughts and a murder for your memories. Why? Why didn't you tell Teru about his mom or his diner? You had the right to know. Yeah, us too. We all have a right to know.
Bastard!
Hey, hurry up and tell us. What did you mean earlier when you mentioned our school memories? Oh yeah, I did promise to return your memories after the killing began. Huh? You're gonna do it? But telling them is kind of... But I never told you guys I'd tell you right away.
What?
What?
Not fair.
That's not fair.
Of course!
Of course, I'll keep my promise to return your memories someday. But it's still not clear when that someday will actually be. I mean, he is the symbol of despair, so I'm not expecting... I must excuse myself as well. There's something I need to do.
Huh?
Oh, what the heck?
So
That's not fair.
cruel.
They both ran away.
Then...
Monokuma had us wrapped around his finger after all.
Stupid!
Teru, you.
Such despair.
An ending like this is just full of despair. A seriously tragic despair. But still, at times like this, as symbols of hope, you guys need to keep doing your best.
You.
Why are you smiling? How can you smile in a situation like this, you creep?
Nope.
Hold on, I'm sad too, you know. Didn't I tell you? From the bottom of my heart, I truly love you all. You ultimates who inspire hope and your splendid talents. There's no way I can be happy when we've lost such a talented individual.
Don't fuck with me!
Don't go saying creepy shit. I'll fucking kill you. Please, kill me anytime.
What?
Huh? If you hate me, I don't mind you killing me. I've already prepared myself to become your stepping stone.
Someone like me?
If absolute hope can be born from that, then my life is nothing special. You, how messed up are you?
Hey.
However, if you're going to kill me, make sure you discuss it with me beforehand, okay? You see, if you do that, then I can cooperate with the killer. Are you seriously intending to help the killer? It's really not that big of a deal. If you're students of Hope's Peak Academy, if you're the symbols of hope who possesses the chosen talents,
great,
then it shouldn't matter to you guys if I cooperate with the killer, right?
You fiend.
Declaring so confidently that you'll side with the killer?
Hey!
Maybe that was his plan all along. Since he's willing to work with the killer, he wants us to think it's better for us not to kill him. Well, I don't mind what you think of me. In actuality, thanks to Byakuya, I'm starting to feel a small desire to live.
This is exciting!
Mostly, I just want to watch everyone destroy all the despair that comes from you, one after the other. Just kidding.
You pissed me off.
Hey, I can punch you. I won't be satisfied until I punch you. Fine. Let's stop this already. It's just going to be a waste of time if we keep dealing with him.
What?
Huh? Even Hajime hates me now?
How unfortunate.
That stinks. I felt you and I were quite similar. What's that mean?
Isn't that right?
You hold a special feeling towards Hope's Peak Academy, just like me. Don't put me in the same category as you.
Hey.
But how can you say you're not? Monokuma said himself, you don't know anything about each other's true nature. No, it's true that our school memories were stolen. It's the same as not knowing our true selves too. Especially for you, right? Someone who can't even remember what his talent is. Akane, please feel free to punch him. Will do.
Wait!
Hold on.
Please stop!
This at once. Nothing will come out from fighting like this. There is something else that we must do.
Huh?
something else?
Please listen!
We must not argue with each other in a place like this. There is something more important we must do.
Let me ask.
Which is... do our best.
You fiend.
Hmm?
Well?
We must leave here and get some rest. And then we shall all work together and do our best. Do our best so we never have to come back here again.
Perhaps.
This is why I believe we must do right now.
I am sorry!
If only I was a better motivational speaker. No, that really touched my heart. Shut up, you simp. You're totally right. We need to do... What we need to do right now is do our best. If we do our best, it's definitely going to pay off, right?
Yes.
That is right.
Like...
But what do we have to do? What do we have to work hard at? I don't know, but we must do our best.
Jeez.
I don't get you at all. Are you some kind of moron?
Well?
It's fun if you don't know. What matters is that you hold on to that feeling that you have to do your best.
Right?
So let's do our best. Let's make sure a killing like this never happens again.
But...
It's scary, but doing our best is our only option. There's no way I'm doing what Nagato said.
I'm gonna do it!
Alright, I don't know what you're all talking about, but let's do our best from now on.
Fine.
Very well. Even if we are not able to change the future, I guess I should at least change my tomorrow. Damn fiend. I won't give up until the very end. I won't die in vain. I'll give my entire existence, my entire power, my entire body and soul, and fight to the very end. Yeah, you're right. Let's definitely work together and lead this island. Do our best. We kept saying that phrase over and over again. Even though we knew they were just cheap, meaningless, empty words. Regardless, we still said it. And we continued to say it over and over again without stopping. Thus, the curtain had fallen upon the class trial where Byakuya and Teru were sacrificed. Afterwards, we left the trial grounds and returned to the mainland of Jabberwock Island. For the time being, we decided to go back to our cottages. After experiencing something like that, there's no way I could fall asleep. I gave up, got out of bed, and began walking around the hotel grounds for no reason. After not doing much of anything, I dollied and looked up at the sky. And the anime protagonist moment. And there, just like before, I'm gonna end the stream soon. Not now, but soon, very soon. Just like before, there it was, the night sky brimming with stars. The stars that looked like they were about to fall into my hands like flattering snow. As I looked up at the beautiful night sky, I can go anywhere. A thought crossed my mind for some reason. The sky is connected to anywhere, even to my daily life. That's why I might be able to go home. That's right. I'm definitely going home. Going to go home. That's when it happened. I stared up at the night sky. I felt a strange convergence of sensation. And then, when I started to stare at the night sky, you keep saying that, Hajime, I felt my entire body stiffen with the sensation. Isn't this...
Is someone watching me?
Maybe it is a VR, and someone's watching us. Huh. Chapter 1, Destination Despair. End. Okay, as soon as this title screen finishes, I'll end the stream. To be continued. Let me just save my game, then I'll obtain 3-star badge. Dead Man's Party. Wooden stick? What's that gonna do? Yes. So, I'm gonna end it here. So I hope you guys had fun. And
For a long time, humans have been taught that if you try hard enough, you can accomplish anything.
But I'm still gonna end the stream. We'll continue this next time. So I hope you guys had fun. Like usual, there's no stream tomorrow or the day after. But we'll be back to Fallout. I'm not sure if I'm gonna complete that game next week, but we'll see. So
even if we weren't told this directly,
it's still continuing.
You'd know it just by looking at the world around us.
So I hope you guys had fun. Take care.